Okay, guys, it is the Blood Raven shooting phase versus the Thousand Suns. Dan, what would you like to shoot first?
Well, I need to kill something, so I'm really thinking. Your characters are there, and I've got some snipers, so I'm thinking I probably should kill them.
Okay.
So I might go. Ahriman's there. Ahriman's got his warlord trait, so do you know what? We'll try and start this one with the eliminators. Actually, hold on. No, we're gonna go with the Grav into the rubrics.
Okay.
Because I've just literally just math hammered it, and
what are you playing at?
I'm playing with this cool app.
What
It's
app?
brilliant. So this math hammer app.
Hey guys, the new Math Hammer app that's brand new to the App Store revolutionises the way you can work out the effectiveness of different units across the game. There's a bunch of cool features that you can use to represent different units and abilities. It has multiple weapons to see the full damage output of a single unit instantly, full support for rerolls, modifiers, exploding stickers and much more. For example, instant grav that we were about to use, it knew that we needed to reroll wounds and damage rolls, as well as take into account like chapter masters nearby, etc. It has full profile analysis in one click. You can see return of investments. You can compare points values for the attack and defender to work out how effective one unit is killing another and then getting the points value of that. You can quickly input and save attacker and defender profiles and get instant results for your saved profiles as well. I wouldn't promote something on the channel that I don't believe in. I've used this app personally, and that is hands down honest truth. I have used this myself to work out what units I want to take at the next few tournaments I'm going to in the near future. Massive shout out to Math Hammer for coming forward and supporting us, so hopefully you guys can help them in return. Like they let us basically do anything we want, so it was really cool, so thanks for that. You can find the app on the App Store, search for Math Hammer and make sure you look for the correct logo and get that cool app. So thanks to you guys and hopefully enjoy the video. Welcome guys, welcome back to Hellstormwargaming and welcome Elliot.
Hello.
You okay?
I'm good.
You look like you were staring into the distance, ready to see the battles of fire or the fires of battle. Warhams. Brother! We did just narrowly avoid an Iron Hands matchup.
We did.
So we've done you all a favour, as we know how that's going to go. Iron Hands will be definitely on tomorrow, more than likely. But welcome, this is the Prague Open Wargaming event. This is the 40k ITC singles, live from Prague, which is in the Czech Republic.
It is in the Czech Republic.
It's a great little place.
Where did it used to be 30 years ago?
Czechoslovakia. Maybe I said that earlier, maybe I didn't, but who knows. But welcome everyone. We have another game for you. This is round 2 of a 5-round event. We have Florian versus...
Richard.
Florian versus Richard. So we've got Guard versus Blood Angels and Admech. So we don't have Admech again. It's a very different build than before.
Yeah, we had a brief chat about this, but the build's different enough that we thought.
Yeah, and it looked like a
Still
cool
be
matchup.
exciting.
And both of the players are up for a game, so that was really cool.
Blood Angels as well. So there
Blood
was a
Angels.
bit of pushing from me.
Yeah, and it was like, oh look, a Blood Angels players, and I was like, he's not a Blood Angel
We
player.
are having them on.
He's not a Blood Angels player. He's an Imperium player.
Yeah.
And he was like, no Blood Angels.
We're all Imperium players at heart.
Yeah, we are, to be fair. So thank everyone for tuning in. We have a 3-hour round, so it's currently 1:35, so we've got until 4:30 to talk all about this game. We've also got Jay, who's the table boss. Say hello, Jay.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
There we go. We got Jay from Mohawk Miniatures helping us out. Absolute legends. Make sure you check out his channel as well. It's twitch.tv/Mohawk Miniatures. Massive shout out to Math Hammer for sponsoring the stream, helping make this all possible. So if you use !Math Hammer, then you can basically get a link to their app. It's really cool.
Yep.
Use that to work out statistics of like you put a unit like you've got a Leviathan with a storm cannons who reroll ones to hit because no one's used that before.
Yep.
Versus another Leviathan with storm cannons that has a 2-up armor save and a 4+1. You can work out how many wounds you would do on average.
It's really, really good list building tool, isn't it? For
Yeah,
if you're
exactly.
stuck between what you want to do with your last 500 points or whatever,
Yeah,
you can make a
exactly.
few options up and then you have a look at statistically which is going to be better in your
Yeah,
list.
it's got lots of really cool functions. So you can add things like the Grav-Amp stratagem, so you can work out what it would do if you rolled wounds and damage rolls.
Yep.
And so it's basically built for 40k. So make sure you do that. Check that out. !Math Hammer in the chat.
Thanks to Gamemat for bringing us along. And now, shall we go and have a look at the game?
Let's go and have a little look at the game.
Let's go and have a nosy.
Going on the table.
So this is the board currently. They're currently in the deployment phase. So it looks like Florian is deployed first, so he currently has the first turn. He's using Imperial Guard. And it is Tank Haven. It's tanks on tanks on tanks.
World of Tanks.
World of Tanks, yes. So this is the board. It is a game match standard terrain, because it is their City of Steel board. It is a standard setup, so it's all been measured out, so it's all in the right place. It is Vanguard Strike, which is the deployment type, so it's set up in 2 corners. And because it's round 2, we are playing Cut to the Heart. Or Cut to the Middle, Elliot. Cut to the Middle.
To the heart.
Yes, exactly. So Cut to the Heart is players place 3 objectives. One of them is in the centre. They then place 1 each in each of their deployment zone. And then they can score a bonus point if they hold their own and their opponents. Oh, sorry, the middle and their opponents, sorry.
Yep.
So they have to hold the one that's usually furthest away. So the bonus point is usually quite hard to score in this mission. It has actually been changed in the latest pack, but we are using the 2019 pack. So Florian has gone for Headhunter, Old School and Butcher's Bill, but Richard has gone for Big Game Hunter, Butcher's Bill and Recon. So with that, shall we go through the lists?
Interesting, yeah. So
Do yours first, Elliot.
yeah, so I've got Richard. So he is a mixed Imperium player. So he starts off with a battalion detachment of mixed Forge World. So it is a specialist detachment as well. It's
Okay.
the Servitor Maniple. So what I'll do is I'll go through the actual Servitor Maniple that he's made, and then if you want to tell us about some spicy special rules at the end,
I can sure do
would
that.
be grand. So his first HQ choice is a Tech Priest Dominus. We've got Macro Stubber, Volcat Blaster, the same old. He's Riser, Forge World, and he's also got the Tech Priest Manipulus.
Manipulus. Because he manipulates the weapons.
The radiators. He manipulates the radiators.
Plays with the toasters.
Yeah. So he's got a Magna Rail Lance. No idea what that is. Sounds cool though. And he's also Riser. Going into the troops, he has a squad of Cataphrone Destroyers. There's 5 boys in there. They've all got Plasma Culvins and Phosphor Blasters. Pretty nasty unit. They're also Forge World Riser. And then the 2 different units in this, he's got 2 groups of Skitarii Vanguards.
Yeah.
Just like the last game. They're going to be Forge World Grey. Gives them access to that hashtag not my Omnissiah stratagem. And also they've all got radium carbines. So that is the Servitor Maniple. Now,
Okay.
how he's lost a command point to take that. So
Yeah.
why is that worth it, Mikey?
So he's got a mixed detachment because he's abusing the keywords on these stratagems, right? So as you said, we've got Graia, which is already lets him deny psychic powers with those Skitarii. With the Breachers, or the Destroyers, sorry, who have what weapon do they have? They have Plasma
Plasma
Culverins.
Culvins and Phosphor Blasters, yeah.
So essentially, Riser has a stratagem which adds 1 to the strength and damage of plasma weapons. I believe Jay's giving me a funny look. It's close enough. He doesn't know. You don't know. Okay, we're going to roll with it.
Yeah,
So
carry on.
basically, they've got a stratagem that makes the plasma guns really good. So they've got a stratagem that makes the plasma guns really good, right? And then he's got the Tech Priest Dominus and the Tech Priest Manipulus to buff those those Plasma Culverin destroyers.
So the
Make them
Dominus,
extra
if I
range,
can
and they
remember,
reroll 1s to hit.
Dominus,
I'm sorry, Elliot, I stole that from you.
stole my thunder. I was about to show everyone how clever I am.
I'm so sorry. However, because it's a specialist detachment, he actually unlocks some extra stratagems, which I can tell you all about now. So the Servitor Maniple unlocks 2 stratagems. He can use a stratagem before the battle and choose a Servitor Maniple, Cataphrone Breachers or Destroyers, and give that unit a 5+ invulnerable save. So now those Breachers, did he give them a 5+ invulnerable save, Jay?
Just checking for us.
Okay, but however, he also gets Noospheric Mind Lock, Elliot.
Ooh. So the Noosphere is basically 40k Wi-Fi.
Okay, so Wi-Fi lock, Mind Lock Wi-Fi. Did he give them an invul?
He did not give them.
He did not give them an invul. So it's purely for the other stratagem, which what he does, he uses his stratagem at the start of the shooting phase. Pick a unit of Breachers or Destroyers that are also Servitor Maniple. Within 6 of a friendly Servitor Maniple Tech Priest Dominus, add 1 to hit rolls. So what you get is Plasma Destroyers who can overcharge and but not die. because they add 1 to hit, so you never roll a 1. Yeah. Yeah, they normally hit on, I think it is 3s to be fair. 3s or 4s.
Either 3s or 4s. So at best it's going to go, at worst it's going to go down to a 2+ to hit.
Yes, but he would take mortal. He would take mortal wounds normally if he rolled a 1 to hit, but because he adds 1 to hit, it now becomes a 2. It technically misses, but he won't suffer the damage for overcharging.
Yeah.
What it also does, he has the Manipulus to extend the range, and the Dominus, who's already stood next to him, to reroll 1s to hit.
Yeah.
Now he has a super tasty plasma castle, which is really cool. There's actually a list I wrote similar with these, with the new Psychic Awakening Imperial Guard, because you have a unit of 12 plasma destroyers that are Riser that do all the shenanigans as we just spoke about. Then you have a unit of 10 Salamander Terminators with Thunderhammer and Storm Shields who can use self-sacrifice, so you can't shoot the destroyers unless the Terminators aren't the closest. So now you're going to kill some Terminators, and then there's another stratagem in the Guard book where you can only, if you shoot anything but the Bullgrins, you're -1 to hit. So you've got to kill 10 Terminators that are -1 to hit with a 3+ in run before you can hit the 12 super juicy plasma bad boys.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
So what else has he got on his list? Anyway, so that's the Servitor Maniple. There's a lot to get through. I downloaded the update and I was able to tell you about it.
So... Okay, sorry, I was just getting some...
Would you mind lock to the Neospheric?
I was mind locked.
More Noosphere.
I was mind locked.
No.
Jay's Noosphere. So we have another battalion detachment. This is a Forge World Stye GZ.
Okay, so that is -1 to hit over 12. Which is really cool. And gets that 9-inch move before the game starts if he wants to as well.
His HQ choice.
Yes.
He has a Daedalus. Daedalosus. And the Tech Priest Engine Seer, so relatively cheap.
So the Daedalosus is the other special character we spoke about this morning, which adds 1 to hit for a unit. Thanks, Jay.
So it needs to have line of sight on it, and it needs to be within 24 inches.
Yeah, so choose a unit within 24 that you can see, and then you get add 1 to hit. That's cool. So what else has he got?
We have in the troops, we have 3 squads of Scutarii Rangers. They've all got an Alpha in there, and they've got 2 transonic...
Aquabasers.
Yeah, Aquabus is in there.
So they're sniper rifles.
Yeah, so they've all got 2 sniper rifles. So that's 6 sniper rifles between the 15.
I believe, off the top of my head, they're Strength 7, -1 AP and D3 damage.
Something like that, yeah.
I smashed it. Smashed it. I nearly said a swear, but I smashed it.
Then, just wrapping up his heavy support in this battalion, he's got 3 Scorpius Disintegrators with the Belarus Energy Cannons. Same as the game before.
Yeah, looks like the game has just started. No C, so it looks like Florian is going first.
So I'll get through this really quickly then. So with the battalion detachment last, we've got Blood Angels.
Blood Angles?
Blood Angles, yeah. We've got what looks to be 2 Smash Captains in there. Both got Death Visions of Sanguinius. One of them's taking Angel's Wing.
Yeah, so that's Ignore Overwatch and reroll charges, is it?
Yep.
Yeah. Then
they've both got Thunderhammers. They're both just Smash Captains, basically. And then 3 squads of Scouts that all have bolt guns. Interesting. Like mine with combat knives.
Maybe they're just modelled that way.
Yeah. And then lastly, we've got a squad of Sanguinary Guard. There's a Sanguinary Ancient in there.
With the standard of sacrifice. That's really good. 5+ fear no pain.
Yeah. Pretty
Super
nasty.
Good.
He's got a sword, and then with Sanguinary Guard squad, there appears to be 10. I want to say there's 10 in that squad. 9. There's 9 in that squad. There's 4 swords, 3 axes, 3 fists.
There we go. So Sanguinary Guard, 2 Smash Captains, Chief Librarian Mephiston, which you missed, I think.
Oh, did I miss a Mephiston?
On the back page. Mephiston!
Chief Librarian Mephiston.
Primaris.
Unleash Rage and
that's like his qualifications after his name now.
Yeah.
Chief Librarian Mephiston.
PSC.
Librarian.
Chief Librarian Mephiston, PSC.
PR. What's PR stand for? Primaris, boy.
MSI.
So that's one list. That's one list done. So we have Florian who's going first with his tanks. He has 2 detachments. Only 2 detachments. So he has a battalion detachment of Katachan. So then he has a Primaris Psyker who has Psychic Maelstrom. So that's a mortal wound. Roll a 2+ do a mortal wound. Roll a 3+ do a mortal wound, etc. Then we have 2 tank commanders with battle cannons, heavy bolters, and heavy bolters. Everyone loves heavy bolters. Then we have 3 infantry squads. We have a platoon commander who has the Grand Strategist Warlord trait, and he's the Warlord, and a Tech Priest Engineer. So they've both brought Engineers to the game. Then we have a Hellhound with the Inferno Cannon and the Heavy Bolter. We then have 2 Lehman Russers with Battle Cannons, Heavy Bolters. We have 3 Chimeras, both with twin Heavy Flamers. And then we have a Spearhead detachment. And this is Cadian, and this is the Vigilus Defiant Emperor's Fist Tank Company. This also unlocks some stratagems, but it also unlocks a juicy relic, which I believe someone will have. He does, there he is. So the Knight Commander Pask has a battle cannon, heavy bolter, and heavy stubber. And then the other tank commander has a battle cannon, which is going to be the Hammer of Sunderance, which is a super cheeky, tasty, really nasty, flat damage 3 battle cannon. Nice. So it's Cadian, so if he stands still, it's really rolling 1s to hit, which is really good. If he uses, I think he can maybe use reroll hits on that with the order. But then he has 3 basilisks. 3 basilisks, which is really
we
cool.
all know. Pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. So sadly, because Greater Good came out quite early compared to this event, or quite late compared to this event, I don't think we're using any tank cases today.
Nope.
So it is Old Guard. It's the Old Guard.
It's the Old Guard.
It's the Old Guard.
Seeing the Old Guard out.
That's it.
One final game.
So they are the 2 lists. As I said, Florian has gone for Headhunter, so kill characters. He's gone for Old School, so First Strike, Last Strike, Slay the Warlord, and Behind Enemy Lines. Linebreaker, even better. Then he's also gone for Butcher's Bill, so that's kill 2 units in a turn, which is probably going to be relatively doable with the amount of indirect fire he's got and the lots of Vanguard and Skitarii he's got everywhere.
It's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, it should be really good. And Richard's gone for Big Game Hunter, so kill a tank, he gets a point.
Nice.
Wicked. And he's got Butcher's Bill, so kill two tanks, he gets a point. Nice. And then he's got Recon, so have a unit in every quarter of the board, which when his Smash Captains come in, isn't going to be that difficult.
Could be doable, unless he gets locked out of that top right.
Yeah, maybe. But the problem is he's going to have to screen with tanks then, which he really won't want to do.
And Richard's got quite a bit of shooting.
Yeah?
Quite a lot of plasma.
He does, yeah, exactly. So, it looks like we've had the...
So we've just had the movement phase.
Yep, so you've seen a Hellhound. Oh no, they're Chimera, sorry, my apologies. There's only one Hellhound. That's a Hellhound. It's driven up to the front. That explodes and it's got heavy flamers, so it may as well go as fast as it can. It explodes in a 4+ Elliot, because it's got big petrol tanks in its back.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we have Chimeras. These are infantry squads in, another Chimera here. So basically, he's denying some cheap kills for Richard turn 1 by keeping him in the Chimeras. So, are we really in Prague? Yes, we're really in Prague right now. All of us are in Prague.
Yep.
The Prague Open Wargaming event coming at you live into your eyeballs and into your earlobes. So,
very exciting things.
Very exciting things, yeah. Perfect time, Guard Daddy, welcome.
Very tasty.
Yeah, dinner was really good Wednesday.
Dinner was actually really good. Sorry, yeah, we didn't...
Food review, quickly, you ready? You ready for a quick food review? Dinner was great.
It was Wiener Schnitzel and mash, and some gherkins and a lemon wedge.
And some bread and some soup.
And some bread and some soup. It was good.
I didn't have the soup, I had the bread. You didn't have either.
No, I didn't.
You didn't have the soup. Soup review comes tomorrow, so make sure you're watching all weekend.
Soup review.
Richard's my club mate, weird seeing the top of his head. Well, I'm just going to say, he has a lovely top of the head. It's one of the best I've seen all day. Especially when you've got to look at Jay's mohawk all day. Well, I want to say massive shout out to Jay. I can't hear what he's saying, he's probably cussing at me. Massive shout out to Jay from Mohawk Miniatures giving us a hand with the table bossing today. I'm surprised he's not used every attempt to get his mohawk on camera. Just like, oh yeah, I just need to look at something over there. I just need to look at something over that side of the table.
Just as a quick update, we have had 4 Rangers die from shooting.
Guard Daddy says, I'm completely bold. If ever on stream I'm getting it face painted as Brandon.
That disintegrator, the lowest disintegrator to us, has taken 4 wounds, I believe.
This one's taken 4 wounds. So it has 8 left?
It's taken 3.
Taken 3 wounds. So I believe it has 9 left?
It has 9 left. 14 left.
It has 14.
100.
Okay,
It has
starts with 13.
44 wounds left.
They've got 14 wounds, everybody. It's got some left. They are using the old ITC rule, sadly, Valerie, purely because it came out too late. In 40k lore, guardsmen call Mechanicum cogboys and Mechanicum calls guardsmen meatbags. So it's actually cogboys versus meatbags. Tank cases will buff this list a lot. So sadly, it doesn't. He's actually got an interesting basilisk at the top, which is probably going to be the one with the full payload. But sadly, he doesn't have it. So yeah, it's because it came out quite late and it's a big event, so they have a long lead time on list submission. So it's the old ITC and it's not using the greater good, but it's using everything else.
So the Basilisk is firing. It got 3 shots, 3 hits by the sounds of it.
Nice. Nice. So the Basilisk is really good.
3
Strength
wounds.
9, -3, and then D3 damage, which is really good.
Just trying his saves now.
Oh! No, so he leaves it on 1 wound.
Explodes.
Oh, it explodes. Oh wow, okay.
Epherson stood right next to it. Smash Captain's right next to it.
Mephiston boy.
CP to re-roll it. He's okay. He's not blown up now.
So there you go. That
Good
is first
save.
strike for Florian.
Yeah. Oh no, we're so excited about Blood Angels. Come on, Richard.
Come on, Richard. The thing is, Elliot, with ITC, what you'll find is the Blood Angels actually want to go second,
Yep.
so they can jump
Allow
on hold.
people to. Go. I know this. I've played it.
You,
Allow
Elliot,
people
why?
to come forward.
Yeah, why do Blood Angels
You
want to go
take
second?
them into your middle line. You let your middle line appear like it's crumbling, and then you surround them with flying, angry vampires.
Yes, basically.
And then you still don't really do as much as you want to do because they're a bit like
No.
this.
But what it gives you the bottom of the turn, which means you can reliably try and get hold more because you know where all the units are, so you can know where to kill them. It's going to be tough in this game, but what we're going to see, because of this mission, which is a bit of an issue with this mission, but what we're going to see is Florian piling units on this objective, and then Richard directly responding, so then Florian directly responding, and then Richard directly responding. But I reckon because Richard is always countering rather than being the one who has to put the units there, he should be able to knock whatever comes off there and then gain the hold more, which is going to be quite big in this mission. Because there's only 3 objectives.
I've just been told, much like the Vanguard in the last one, we've got a ranger now, just behind this building, who keeps making all of his saves.
Whereabouts is he stood? Can you point him out with your finger, Jay? No, with your finger on camera.
So it's the Transonic Aquabus.
Wait for it. Point him out. He's in there.
He's in there.
He's in
There we
there. We'll keep an eye on him, guys, just for you. Thank you, Jay. We like the magic finger. Last game we had the magic drill.
On that. Abandoned by the machine spirits.
So it looks like, as I said, someone's pointed out, it's as he just killed the only tank that was in line of sight, and I think maybe, however, maybe a Lehman Russ might be able to clip view over here, especially this one, and be able to shoot that way. But also, he's got 3 Basilisks that don't need line of sight. Yeah, so
Fired his basilisks to kill the
all of them
previous tank.
already. Okay, so that means all the Lehman Russes that can see could
Sorry, he's fired at least one. I think he's only fired
I don't think
one.
he's fired all 3 yet.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. We can see another Lehman Russ can be shot.
I love that when you don't even need to say. Or shooting what?
I should have
Because
gone.
You move a
I should have
tape measure
gone.
from one model
Hey.
to the another.
Hey, Florian, what's shooting next?
And then tape measure straight down. So 1 wound on that disintegrator.
Nice. 1 wound.
Let's see if you can save it, otherwise it'll be D3 damage.
Hellhound in middle good play, makes it very tempting to target
it
to
just a heavy
shoot,
bolter?
pulling firepower off the better stuff and into pain to assault is a good boom easily. Exactly, Garth, Eddie. That's exactly why he's done it. It's a suicide unit that's annoying for the opponent.
So a bit more shooting.
It looks like a battle cannon's coming in.
Yeah, I think it was the battle cannon. It's just rolled hot on.
Here we go. 3s to hit.
Yes.
Oh. Did he just make both his saves? He did just make both his saves. And that was a battle cannon.
Wow.
Wowza. It's only -2, which is
He's
always...
rolling really well with his saves, Richard.
Yeah, that's the only downside to battle cannons. -2 is a bit of a shame. With the new tank cases where you can make a -3, super good. Super good. Obviously, a lot of his tank commanders are Catachan, so they roll 2 dice and pick the highest with a number of shots. That's good. Oh, no, it's a battle cannon shooting twice. Ignore me. It's a battle cannon shooting twice. But he can re-roll one of the dice when he's deciding how many shots he gets.
1 wound from this. Let's see if he can make the save.
Here we go.
Oh.
It looks like he's made 2. He's made 2. Ah, there we go. The Lone Ranger. F in the chat for the Lone Ranger. Gone turn 1.
He actually is the Lone Ranger now as well, not the Lone Vanguard like he was before.
Yeah, the Lone Ranger, the Lone Vanguard. So that is Butcher's Bill as well, which is really good.
So the Basilisk shooting the destroyers. 3 hits.
The No Ranger. It's now the No Ranger.
2 wounds on the destroyers.
Here we go. It's important.
Basilisk.
Oh. Oh, he looks like he's made 1.
Is that a 6 and a 1?
Yeah, he was 6 and 1. Damage?
Oh, popped. 2.
1 dead.
2 damage, so that is 1.
Oh. Oh, 2 damage. Oh, not 1 dead. Wow.
Oh, 1 damage. Yeah, I think it is D3.
I mean, putting the Hellhound in the middle is probably the only play you can with make it. Yeah, exactly. That's the only thing you can do.
4 shots from the Toss Basilisk into the same target again in the Cataphrons. Nothing, no wounds.
Wow. So Richard's taking a punishing amount of firepower and just going, oh, whatever, he'll be alright.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. I've lost 1 tank, it's okay.
Yeah, -1 from Staggies, etc.
Yeah, -1 to hit, over 12. Really good. Bossing saves, really good.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. Looks like that's the end of the battle round. End of the turn, sorry. So we're going to get the update from Jay. A good turn from Florian. Kill 1, hold on, old school for first strike, and Butcher's Bill, so kill 2 units in 1 turn. So a good turn, pretty much. Richard now
Solid start.
has his turns to come. He's got 11 CP, so he's got quite a lot to spend, quite a lot to play with. But we'll see what happens. Chief Librarian Mephiston Primaris is on the board. He's quite good. He's very good in combat with the Sanguine, not the Sanguine sword. What's his sword called? I had this problem in a battle report once.
It's called like
Vitarius.
Like
Vitarius.
Vitarius, yeah.
I remember more about Blood Angels than you did. Ty Winning says, just woke up here in New England, but it's cold AF, but at least I got Hellstormwargaming streaming. Well, welcome, Ty Winning. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone who's tuned in. It is 2 p.m. today. We're going to be streaming until... Oh, I've got to try and remember now. We're going to be streaming until 8 o'clock this evening. So we've got another 6 hours of Warhammer with a break in the middle. Easy peasy. So infantry out of the tank next turn, form a screen. That's what I reckon, because he has. Let's have a look. We'll do some drawing. Should we do some drawing? Let's have an adventure together. He's got the Hellhound here. But then he has Chimera, Chimera, Chimera. So I reckon we're going to see a guard squad come out here. We're going to see a guard squad come out here. We're going to see a guard squad come out here. And all of those, Elliot, are going to move, move, move. So we're going to have...
There it is. That one.
Which one, sorry? That one there.
Yeah.
So this is Hammer of Sunderlands. There we go. Hoss. He only has 30 infantry, so he's got 3 units of 10. They're all in the chimeras.
He has written that word, yeah.
So as I said, we're going to see infantry come out and then move to make a big, massive screen around here. So then turn 2, we don't see any Blood Angel Smash Captains or Sanguinary Guard getting a nice easy charge. So I reckon what we're going to see, if it goes all Richard's way, we're going to see the infantry come out and die in turn 2. And then turn 3, it's going to be the descent of angels as all the Sanguinary Guard come out and take over these tanks.
Destroy them all. Destroy them all.
Destroy them. Destroy the tank. And obviously he's got all this shooting, so he's going to be able to kill screens quite easily. As long as they survive. Lots of indirect fire as well with those Scorpius disintegrators.
Yep.
So, is he going to let him have hold more?
The Hellhound popped smoke, something we missed. It didn't have a target, so it's popped smoke.
Okay, so it's -1 to hit.
Yep.
I think the best play this turn, Elliot, is Richard just to let him have hold more. Because if he could shoot the Hellhound and then he could just deny him getting a hold more. I don't think he should go for hold more because I think that's going to put him stretch him too far. So he is going for hold more,
no,
Jay.
He agrees.
Oh, okay, that's Jay agreeing with what I've just said. So I think if he kills the Hellhound, stops flurrying, get hold more, it's just a draw. Because it's better to draw out than letting someone else get a point.
Yeah.
But you trying to go for the point might be a big swing now, but it's only turn 1.
Mephiston should charge the Hellhound.
I mean, that would be quite fun.
Yeah.
But here we go. It looks like he's getting bloodthirsty. Because he's Mephiston. He's getting bloodthirsty.
What do you say?
Mephiston's getting bloodthirsty. Because Richard's playing Blood Angels, do you know they're vampires?
So the Tower are moving up, the Vanguard.
So it looks like we've got a Smash Captain hidden in that corner. It looks like he's on a YOLO one over there. I think that's a really bad idea.
Yeah, there's a Smash Captain and Mephiston in that hill.
Yeah, I thought there was a Smash Captain in Deep Strike, but it looks like there's one on the board.
Yeah, so there's 2.
Is that a unit of scouts? Is that a unit of scouts that's just come out of the building?
No, they're Vanguard.
Oh, they're Vanguard as well. My apologies.
The scouts are in this one.
Okay. Out of the grave, thank you very much for follow. Welcome to the stream. Richard does have recon though, so he needs to make sure he considers that. There you go, upon Wings of Fire being in played.
What's he doing with Wings of Fire? Oh, yeah.
So the Smash Captain, upon Wings of Fire, choose 1 jump pack unit, and it can redeploy anywhere on the board more than 9 inches away, so there it is. Going after a cheap Leon Russ turn 1. Why not? I imagine that's a Smash Captain with Angel's Wing. So he can deny Overwatch. The problem is that's a dead Smash Captain next turn. Unless he bosses his 3+, which he could do. But I mean, there's a hell of a lot of shooting coming out of those tanks, so... Hell of a lot of shooting.
No, this is the Artisan of War 1.
Oh, is it? Okay, so +1 damage.
Yeah.
Cool. My apologies.
So we're still going to take Overwatch. If he's clever, he'll use the 3d6 charge strat.
Yeah.
Because relying on that 9-inch charge is not good.
So if it's the Artisan of War, he also has Angel's Wing. The same guy has Artisan War and Angel's Wing according to his list.
Oh. Yeah, so it's the buffed up
Yeah.
Smash Captain then.
So there's one that's just a mastercrafted weapon, so he has a 4 damage Thunderhammer. Then okay, cool. Sorry, no, my apologies. So he has a mastercrafted weapon, so he mastercrafts the Thunderhammer, and what that does, he gives it +1 damage.
Oh.
So the mastercrafted Thunderhammer, that's who's just jumped over there, and then we have another one who has Artisan of War and Angel's Wing. So they're both damage 4.
Yeah.
So does he have a move for that? As I said, upon Wings of Fire, they've left that there as a reminder. But it happens at the end of the movement phase. So you remove the Smash Captain or any Blood Angels unit with the fly keyword, and you redeploy it anywhere on the board 9 inches away from enemy models. It's kind of like a turn 1 deep strike, but you have to be on the board. So. For consolidating piling, I reckon if he gets a good charge, if he gets like a 9 or 10, he can charge to here. He can then pile in 3 around here, and then when he kills it, he can pile into that tank there. I reckon. If not, he can fight twice. He's got 11 CP, so he could pile in over here. Why not? The problem is, he's just suiciding the Smash Captain turn 1, which is maybe good, maybe bad. I don't know.
If he does do that.
What's that, sorry?
I said if he does do that and manage to consolidate, then he
should get recon. But obviously, if we split this board into quarters, that was a terrible middle. I literally have a marker for the middle and I still missed. So if that's the middle, he needs, if he can pile in and consolidate over here, then he'll get recon because he has 1 here with that Scorpius. He has 1 here. He has a Vanguard here. So he just needs to get in this section, which he could do with that captain, which would be really, really cheeky. We'll see. There's a lot of plasmas coming out, so they can deal. It looks like he's going for a pincer attack.
Good.
Pincer attack. So the plasma, with all their buffs, shoot all of these tanks. And then the Smash Captains go around here and deal with those tanks. That's what it looks like the play is.
Gonna try and destroy his flanks, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, put your Hellhound in the middle. He seems to be doing the right thing at the moment by just sort of screening it and dealing with the stuff on the wings.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree.
Yeah, so just a lot of, obviously you can imagine this movement phase is quite tricky. So 4 points scored by Florian in the first round, so Richard's going to be careful about how he plays this now. Otherwise we'll see, just like in the first game, if the player who goes first manages to build points, it can be quite hard to pull that back.
Yeah.
So Richard's just being careful now. Just moving his scouts in that top left-hand corner.
The Smash Captain could win game for Richard. It's going to pull fire, whatever it does. That saves the rest of the army. Good move, exactly. So he can be a bit more aggressive with his plasma destroyers because he's got to kill Smash Captains first. He can't ignore a Smash Captain.
No, you can't.
It will obliterate you. So we'll see.
So I think that might be the end.
Yeah, it looks like a psychic phase.
Psychic phase.
What's going to cast? It looks like whatever it is, it's definitely cast. It looks like it rolls on
cast on double six.
Yeah, what a great time.
That was Wings of Sanguinius.
Wings of Sanguinius.
Yeah, so he now gets to fly
yep.
and can move.
Move 12 inches.
So 12 inches for free. Feel no pains. Takes 2 wounds.
Wow.
To get that power off. We have all these amazing psychers on the stream today who aren't very good at being psychic.
Not very good now. We need to get Chaos on next, I think.
Mephiston's now only got 3 wounds left. Oh, 4 wounds, sorry.
Yeah, he's got 6 now,
yeah.
rather than 5. Where's he going to move, though? This is the question. Oh, looks like he's going to go for the Hellhound.
Maybe he's going to suicide Mephiston to deal with the Hellhound.
Wow, interesting.
He's got another...
This is sketchy. This is very balls to the wall. But maybe this is Richard's play. This is why he's won his last game.
Yep.
Just absolutely YOLOing himself. Let's see. He's thinking about it. Who knows? What's he going to do? Wait for it. Florian's just like, you do what you want, man. You do it. You go for it. Guard Daddy's like, do it.
I think the Perils is changed his mind a little bit.
I think so, yeah. It makes him a little bit of a softer target. Well, I think the best play would just be to hide him for now. There we go. He's going for a defensive play. Coward.
Difficult one. Is a difficult one. Coward.
I just called him a coward. Yeah, it looks like he's going for the beat man and charge the tank with his own tank. Yeah, charge the Scorpius Disintegrator into the Hellhound. There you go, he's playing defensive, going behind the Scorpius, waiting for turn 2.
So there is a unit of scouts in the building.
Yeah.
Charge the Hellhound without getting any Overwatch.
Okay. In this L here, shall we try and have a look?
Yeah.
On this side L. So we try and have a look. It might be a little bit dark here. We've been having some technical issues all morning. But there you can kind of see, we'll draw on the screen. There's Florian, there's Richard. So we've got a unit of scouts just in here. I know it's difficult to see, I apologise. But they can charge into the Hellhound with no Overwatch, and then they were going to protect Mephiston, but there we go. But it's a quite nice view. You can see the two lads playing, like Florian just chilling. He's got a ponytail and an epic beard. He looks like a cool dude. Yep. And Richard just looks cool and chill to say he's been rolling all those 6s. He's just having a great time. So.
Okay, so 2 CPs have been spent, one on the +1 to hit and one on a plasma strategy.
On the Plasma Destroyers?
Yep.
Okay, there you go. So then now they've got +2 to hit. So now, yes, the BS4, +1 to hit from a stratagem, +1 to hit from another stratagem, and then extend the range by 6 inches. And then reroll once to hit.
Because of the dominance.
Yeah. Nasty.
Insane.
Now new plasma shots to get.
In 8th edition, we're looking to move away from lists that synergize with each other.
And you can learn how much damage that will do with the Math Hammer app. Exclamation point, Math Hammer.
So reroll the monsters with the dominus. So
yeah, so each plasma dude gets these 6 shots. Plus the Phosphor Blasters. Plus the, I think they have one more weapon, maybe?
no overcharge.
I know, plasma, just plasma recovery and Phosphor Blasters.
That doesn't look too healthy.
No, it looks like, what, 10 wounds?
No.
Do we know what he shot into? What did he shoot into with him?
Yeah, he shot into the Lehman.
Into a Lehman Russ, okay.
Yeah, one by the hill, so
One on the top.
bottom left. Yeah.
That one that's just got removed.
24 damage, it's gone.
24 damage.
Boom, that is a Lehman Russ gone.
Yikes. There you go, that is kill one and a big game hunter.
Messiah.
Thank you, Carnix. Appreciate it, dude. So there we go, one less Lehman Russ to deal with.
Okay, so the one that Florian's currently pointing at is Transonic Arquebus is firing there.
Okay. We'll show him 7, D3 damage. It's still D3 damage, you know, it's a -1 AP, so you're on a 4 up save.
It's well.
Alright.
Yeah, so that was the same again. With the Transonic Arquebus.
I mean, what else has he got to shoot?
Yeah,
He's got Lehman Russes, that's it. He can't shoot the Basilisk because they're too far away. So. That's proper dice rolling from Florian. No neat little pile. Absolute sling across the table. What a legend. What are the lists? If you use exclamation point lists, then you should be able to get the lists. But it is the entire event, so you'll just have to search for the play you want to check. There we go, Guard Daddy. Thank you very much. So that is the list document for this event, so you can scroll through and find what you need. But if you search the first name, you usually find it. Especially if you look, the first one is Tanks and the other one is Admech and Blood Angels. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
It's a big event, but it's not a humongous event, so you should be able to find each player quite easily.
You're looking for Richard and Florian. No worries, Dangerous. It's absolutely fine. So you can see we're just wrapping up our shooting phase now.
Okay. And that's when the big fat daddy charge comes in.
So this is the Scorpio shooting. It's got 3 hits so far with what weapon, Jay? The Belarus energy cannon.
Bellicose. Pretty cool. It's got a really cool name. Yeah. Oh, Belarus, not Bellicose. It's a Belarus energy cannon.
Belarus? No, we're in the Czech Republic, Jay. We're not in Belarus.
What's that?
Something that I won't repeat on stream. Very naughty.
It might have been heard.
Naughty words. So yeah, that is the Belarus energy cannons. They're firing into the Lehman Russ.
It's a Lehman Russ. Which one?
I believe it'll be the top one.
The top one. Well, it's indirect fire, so it could be anyone.
Yep.
So. He is doing that hard pincer attack then. Which Lehman Russ, thank you, Jay. Point it out for me. We couldn't see that. Just put your hand over it. Put your hand over it. Thank you. So it's shooting that one. All right. Yeah.
I'm going to stand there like this. What's going on? Oh! There we go.
Oh, it's getting
the most
cozy.
fun I've had all weekend.
Shall we get cozy and ASMR-y?
I'm just going to, yeah.
Hello.
Sit back in my chair.
Enjoy the
stream. I don't need to take any notes in a while.
Meoman97, thank you very much for the follow. List doc doesn't exist at link. Brilliant.
Okay.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, let me sort that out now.
2 wounds.
Elliot, are you alright to YOLO the chat while I sort out a link?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So both gone through to that Lehman Russ. It's taken 4 damage. And now there's some more shots coming. I believe these are just wrapping up the heavy stubbers. Yeah, the Cognis heavy stubbers. From them. Oh, so 8 damage now on the Lehman Russ, another 4 damage from the second lot of missiles. And that top Lehman Russ, so that will be down. I think they have it's either 14 wounds altogether, so it'll be down to 6. 6 wounds left. It's definitely bracketed. I don't think it'll be 16 wounds because that's Land Raider territory. So 14. Yeah, 13 or 14 makes sense. The stubber's firing now. Oh, we've got 1 wound from the mighty stubber. Let's see if we can save it. Does he save it, or did the mighty stubber get a wound? Ah, oh, no, he saved it. Rubbish. We all know the stubber is the most powerful weapon in 40k. Always underrated. Almost as good as the Storm Spear missile pod, which was my favourite weapon all through 7th edition. So yeah, Overwatch. Okay, so the battle cannon failed to Overwatch, but the shield captain is using the 3d6 charge strat to go up into that Lehman Russ that you can see, the very right bottom-most Lehman Russ. No hits from Overwatch, 3d6 charge range. It's made the charge on 9, so with the 3d6 strat, only just making it in on 9. But that is big. That means that Blood Angel captain with the 4 damage hammer, who can get up to about 10, I think it can get up to 10 or 11 attacks. It's something filthy. Well, that'll be in the assault doctrine, sorry. So it's probably looking at 9, 10 attacks if he uses stratagems like what's that one called? Red Rampage, I believe, where he gives you D-fricks.
So it looks like the list doc is working
now. The full distance that he could round the back of the Lehman Russ.
Exclamation point list if you want to check that. It should work okay.
Now he's swinging.
So is it going how he expected it? Angel's Wing. Smash Captain, charge in, 3d6, pile into a Lehman Russ, kill it, pile in, get recon. Is that what's happening? Looks like it.
That looks like it. Yeah, he's only, so interestingly, he's not used Red Rampage.
Maybe he's feeling ballsy. He's got a 4 damage.
I would CP at this point because he's not going to kill it.
He could always fight twice, Elliot.
He could always fight twice, but that's more expensive than using the CP now.
Yeah, oh, he's just made a save.
Oh, and he's made a save as well.
But we fight twice. What that gives him is another move.
Do you get to pile in again if you fight twice?
Yeah, you get to consolidate.
That's
Pile
what I'd
in
be
and
doing.
consolidate.
That is what I
So you
would
get
be doing.
6-inch
Yep.
move. So what you can do is move 3 now, fight twice at the end of the phase, move 3 again, kill the tank, and then pile in again into another tank.
So it looks like he's having a big think.
However, he might not even want to. He's already got recon.
He's already got recon, yeah. He's doing what he needed
It's
to
only
do.
if he wants to kill the tank.
That tank's going to have to fall back anyway now. So.
However, if he did fight twice, then he could pile into. 1 second, let me draw.
He's paid 3 CP.
So this,
there we go.
This Lehman Russ is the one with the Hammer of Sunderance, which is the scariest tank on the battlefield.
Yep.
Bar the bastards, which you can't
Needs
get
to get into that.
So if he piles into this one, stops that shooting, boom. Boom. That's 2 guys not shooting, but also the most important one not shooting.
How many hits is that, sorry, Jay? So 4 hits, a bit of a discussion going on.
Okay.
Yep, 4 hits after a reroll.
It looks like it's 1 wound. Is that 1 wound?
3 wounds altogether now.
Wounds. Okay. Does it
Does
explode?
it explode?
No, it does not explode.
Doesn't.
So there you go, 3 inches straight into the Hammer of Sunderance. There we go. Absolutely
there we go.
perfect.
And he's
there by
saying he's
Richard.
tagged it. There we go. Big.
There we go.
Big
So
turn
no
there
more
from Richard.
flat 3 damage battle cannon. That is exactly what Richard wants to hear.
Yep.
Don't know he wakes up in the morning. Don't know he wants to hear first thing. No 3 damage battle cannon shooting this turn. That's what he wants to hear. And he's just done that. The Lehman Russ can't even fight him back either because that's the end of the phase.
I was trying to think of a pun.
It sounds like
Hammer
it's
of Sunderance, but what I've decided to go with is a meta joke. We call it Hammer of Ponderance.
Hammer of Ponderance. Well, I'm wearing pun
The
socks
Lehman Russ, I
today.
think, is hitting him back.
Yeah, it shouldn't have hit him back, so at least it didn't make a difference. He actually missed.
Yeah.
Because the fight twice stratagem, or fight again, or
Happens
on
at the
the
end
chapter,
of
yeah, it happens at the end of the
So
phase.
you fight and then go, sorry, that's the end of the fight phase.
Long banter.
You can't actually hit me.
Shall I tell you what my socks say today? They say, they've got pictures of fish on, and they say, oh my cod. Did you like that? It's the Hammer of Ponderance,
No.
everyone.
No. The Hammer of Ponderance.
Tomorrow I've got some other ones. Got some
I've
other
got
ones,
my
the bright
fresh-
orange.
my fresh Tesco
Yesterday I was
socks.
wearing no problemas.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I'm here all weekend, everybody.
Here you are.
And there's no escaping it.
So just having a little look at points now.
So I think that was a really, really good turn from Richard. I think he killed, what, 2, maybe 3 Lehman Russes? Did he kill 2? He definitely killed 2. I'm looking for he did kill 2.
Don't think he killed more.
So that is Big Game Hunter twice. Maybe not Butcher's Bill, but he also a recon. He can't get Butcher's Bill because it doesn't stack, but as you can see on
updated
screen.
now, so it is 5-5 across the board. 2 big game hunters there, 1 for recon, obviously because he moved up after that consolidation.
Yeah.
Both got kill 1, both got hold 1. Florian does get hold more just to pull it ahead.
He does, yeah, because he's using that Hellhound to get the middle one. So he decided not to suicide his scout squad.
Yeah.
However, look at that. Look at the CP change. Florian stacked with 8 CP, and Richard using 9 CP.
Blood
turn
Angels
1.
have to do that.
9
You have to use your
CP.
CP early.
Was it worth it? Was it worth it, Elliot?
Richard
I'll tell you
shows he
something.
can score to reroll ones to hit. Sorry, just at the end of that battle round. What were you saying? Was it worth it?
Was it worth it to spend 9 CP? We're about to find out in turn 2.
We are about to find out, yeah. It's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, just talk about it.
That's how it was. Oh, micromanaging me. There you go, that's worse, isn't it?
I'm micromanaging Elliot with his microphone. I'm micromanaging because it's a microphone, get it? Ah!
Microphone managing me. There you go, I'll just hold the actual microphone and just hold it here. Today on Warhammer, we will find out. Is it Iron Hands or Eldar Flyers? Well, it's not been Eldar Flyers.
We'll find out if the Lone Ranger will survive more than 1 turn.
He's dead. He's
yeah.
gone. It's already dead.
Can we see the lists? I can copy the list document.
So use 1 CP to try and repair that Lehman Russ. Obviously, it did take 8, so it was bracketed.
For the list, if you jump onto Twitch and use ! lists, that's the easiest way, but I will share it in a second. I've just got to copy it, basically. Because it's just one gigantic document. Document. Has he got Psychic Maelstrom on one of the Astropaths? He certainly does, yeah. On the only Astropath. You can fight back if you get tagged at the end of the fight phase, by the way. Rulebook FAQ. Oh, that's interesting. Alright. That's bizarre. I didn't think you could, but... Oh, here we go. Drama time. They've got both. We've got the books out. I don't think it's actually drama. They're both smiling, so I just like to think it's drama. So that was Psychic Maelstrom, was it?
What took the wound then, Jay?
Always the drama moon, yeah, exactly.
Take a wound? What from? Ah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah?
Psychic Maelstrom.
Okay, cool. So it looks like he's going into the Smash Captain, because as we said, he's got to deal with him now. He can't ignore him.
So Hellhound shooting the Smash Captain.
Yeah, sorry?
Hellhound is shooting the Smash Captain.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, is there another Hellhound at the back? Oh,
The Hellhound can't be shooting the Smash Captain, because there isn't one in sight.
The Chimera.
The Chimera, that makes more
Chimera's
sense.
at the back here shooting the Smash Captain.
Yeah, there's a Chimera here, you
So
see,
they
and
just made
here.
a little pocket around him.
Because the Hellhound is here.
With one wound left on the Smash Captain because he failed his Feel No Pain.
Wow, strong. That's the thing though, this much firepower going into a Smash Captain. What about the rest of the army?
No.
That's 100 points of a 2,000 point
We saw
army.
what those Cataphrons did.
Yeah.
Three saves have been failed, so he needs those Feel No Pain to think the Captain's gone.
Yeah, that's it. Smash Captain destroyed. That's kill one. That is a Headhunter as well.
Now that is lesser Smash Captain.
Pardon?
That is the lesser Smash Captain.
It is, yeah. It's the special issue war gear.
Throwaway one.
The throwaway one. There is another one. The Artisan of War. The Angel of
Archangel,
Angels.
Yeah, it's got actual like Dante coming down.
It's Dante's jetpack, basically. Probably. Except Dante's jetpack doesn't let him reroll charges and ignore Overwatch. It's quite interesting. This is the first time I've seen a player bring just a normal 30cm ruler to a game.
Pardon?
It's the first time I've ever seen a player bring a 30cm ruler to a game. Which is what Florian's got, that white stick. It's just like a ruler you'd have in school. I mean, it works. It's got inches on it.
This works.
It's the first time I've ever seen someone just use like a normal ruler. Fair play. Like, because you got these things, which are coming back back onto Hellstorm web store this week. If you want one, a new whappy stick with brand new colours.
Survival knife.
But-
Hellstorm survival knife.
Yeah, but it's like it's just a normal ruler.
Chimera now. Firing into the Vanguard, I imagine. Yeah.
Megatron 1993, welcome.
Interesting that he didn't choose to charge his scouts from that cover into the Hellhound.
The problem is as soon as he does, they die. If he charges them out, because the Hellhound pulls out. He could have wrapped maybe, but I mean the Hellhound pulls out and then they get shot. So
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So it looks like taking some saves. Losing some scouts. Or are they Skitarii?
Yeah, so there's more Skitarii dying in the,
Okay, cool.
in the hill. As you can imagine, with all the stuff shooting into him.
Yeah. Get some cheap kills now to secure
Butcher's
kill
Bill
more.
point there because there's two.
And Butcher's Bill, yeah, exactly. So kill more and Butcher's Bill, that's what he's going for.
Nice. So fair play to Florian, he's still picking up points.
Yeah, he's doing well. It's a really cool list as well, seeing that many tanks on one battlefield. Makes our life much easier. What's he got? A Basilisk. What else has he got? A Lehman Russ. What else? Just say the same thing twice. He's got another Lehman Russ, he's got another Basilisk. And then you got Richard's list, which is a really cool soup list with Blood Angels, making it a bit more interesting than just pure Admech, which is really
interesting. Cataphrone bomb.
Yeah, exactly. Which is a really cool combo. Really popular these days.
So this is the battle cannon firing into the destroyers. Seven wounds on the destroyers. It's done okay with the saves. Oh.
Wow, okay.
4 wounds.
So first
on
one,
the destroyers.
damage rolls. There's one dead. D3 damage failing in there again. That's 2 dead. No 3 wounds. They have 3 wounds each, and it's D3.
2 dead and 1 takes a wound.
Yeah. Obviously, when you've got so much D3 damage, you need to be able to roll these 5s and 6s when you're against 3 wound models.
Yeah.
It's really tough. That was a cheeky roll, that wasn't it? Did you see it? It was kind of like just a chuck.
So
it was just like a
fire as well to try and get one, but he's made the save.
Have a look at the side view. You can see the Scorpius Disintegrator still there with Mephiston. They did kill the captain. They did kill the captain, yeah. He went down quite easily, actually.
Wow, 9 shots from the battle cannon. These firing into the destroyers.
Wow.
And I believe the heavy stuff was firing into the Scorpius.
Sure.
It's going interestingly so far then.
Yeah.
Seems to be a really good...
Really good matchup. Obviously, Smash Captains do the work, but every time he throws one away, you can't wrap anything with it, so it's just tagging. So as soon as it just pulls out, he dies. So, because this was the Lehman Russ that was in combat with, you see.
So 4 wounds there.
Yeah, so 1 hour into the round, got 2 left.
None of the saves made.
Oh, that's it. Looks like that's the end of the destroyers.
Battle cannon was big.
Yeah.
So healing that Lehman Russ at the start of the round allowed him to fire on his normal bracket.
Nice. Okay, using jury riggers. Really good.
Now the Basilisk are firing at the scouts.
Yeah, here we go. 6 shots.
4 shots
What
at them.
are they shooting into?
Scouts.
To scout. Okay, well, indirect fire, just cheap kill again. But the thing is with this is if you get too bloodthirsty against the Blood Angels, then you kill too many light units, which means Butcher's Bill and Killmore starts being hard to score.
It's walking that fine line between trying to kill stuff now to deprive your enemy of their own scoring points,
Yes.
but then killing too much now and depriving yourself of scoring points.
Exactly, yeah. It's a very much a catch-22. Any Dark Angels lists, or is it all Iron Hands? There are Dark Angels lists. Well, there's quite a few, yeah, because they're using the new rules from Psychic Awakening 4. We're not using Psychic Awakening 5 this weekend. So we're in the time lock of 2019 ITC season with no greater good. So
Still no infantry out, no?
no, all in the tank still. Just stayed in there. Kept those cheap kills away. Yeah, I totally agree. He's going to miss that screen when if the Sanguinary Guard come down this turn and fly over all the Lehman Russes and they're just a goner. Yeah.
Yes. A scout save the just to deny a Butcher's Bill point.
Wow.
Well, some more kills anyway.
Wow, there you go. So a 6-up save on a scout from a Basilisk. Yow.
Yeah.
We're all
Yeah,
safe from 6
that was it.
commanders, yeah.
He was cowering under his mates' bodies. He's probably drinking their
Play
blood, to be
dead, play
fair.
dead, play dead.
That was big.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to figure out what he can do with the rest of his turn.
That's it. Looks like that's it.
Well, there's plenty you can do, but it's picking the things that are going to sweep points, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So that was morale check for the scout.
Morale
It's
for
gone.
the scout?
Oh no, it was maybe the Skitari.
gone?
Was that a scout or a Skitari?
Oh, the Vanguard. I was going to say you would be able to reroll.
Yeah. I was
So
going to say,
that Vanguard
because the
has gone.
scout rerolls morale. So I was like, what? Where's he going? Where's he going?
Yeah. Typical Space Marine scout.
Yeah.
Hiding like a cow.
Well, the great thing is, Elliot, because there's a scout. 1 second. Because there's is he in here? The scout. In this little building at the bottom.
No, he's in the L with the scorpion.
Oh, is he still in the L? My apologies. Ah, right, it's cool. He's behind here. My apologies. Keep getting the scouts and the Skitari mixed up.
No, you do. I'm doing my very best to.
Like no one ever was.
No, to try and
Keep me.
not listen to you getting it wrong all the time. That's a Vanguard. It's a Skitari Vanguard Ranger Scout. We just say
It's a
that. We can
dude.
never be wrong.
It's a dude.
It's an infantry model.
Infantry model. Infantry light model.
It is some kind of enemy on either a 28mm or 32mm base.
Well, actually, they'll be on 25mm.
But it's 28 there. 25 even smaller.
No, 25 is the standard base size for Skitari and Scouts. 28 is a new one that they've just released for Howling Banshees and Incubi.
Because it used to be 32 to 25.
Yeah.
I thought it was 32 to 28.
No, it's a 28mm scale game, but it's 25mm base.
Good work, Citadel Miniatures.
Can you make sure the players aren't kicking the lights, Jay? They just booted that light. Hello, Michael from Western Australia.
Could have screened out 70% of the board. Yeah. Hello from Western Australia. Hello, Michael Bass. So yeah, I mean, personally, I would have been screening. I think it's because I'm a Blood Angels player and I know how horrible it can be when they come down. I think lots of people rely on Blood Angels not being able to make their charges, but obviously we have tools now to be able to deal with that. I believe Blood Angels actually only need an 8-inch charge as well.
Yeah, because of the new chapter tactic,
charge,
who's plus one charge, yeah, and advance.
Which we needed. That was big.
That's humongous, yeah, it's really good.
3 Basilisks couldn't kill the scout. I have those 2 tanks not charged yet.
I don't think there's much point in charging other tanks, I suppose, because he wants to stay out of... So, guard with the... No, sadly not using the new Psychic Awakening, use the old Psychic Awakening.
So the scouts that are in the bottom right?
Can you point out the Hammer of Sunderance tank?
In the
Because
bottom
it's
right.
this one on the
That
corner,
one?
right?
And there's one scout in there.
And there's one scout in this
But
L
there's,
shape.
but there's one scout in the building, yeah.
Okay, so there's a scout in
There's
here.
one scout in there, so we could charge him.
Charge and shut down this Hammer of Sunderance tank.
Yeah, if he
That would
survives,
be
he's
hilarious. Do we know what that charge range is? Jay, just go randomly measure it. Go randomly measure it. No, we don't know.
there.
Okay.
Charge.
But this turn, because Florian didn't get his infantry units out, there's no screening.
Oh dear.
No tank commander. There are tank commanders, but they're not tank aces.
You better clean it up.
Tank aces would be really good because you get the maximum damage basilisk because of a stratagem. Basically, it becomes 3 damage rather than D3. You'd also have a lot of
Someone's
strategies.
just flown over the building because he still has the fly keyword until the start of the psychic phase.
Of course, it does.
Yep. How can he
good.
fly? I'm a Blood Angel and he freaks me. So he's got a 3-inch charge now.
Into the
without
Hellhound.
being overwatched into the Hellhound.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
so makes sense why he didn't suicide it last time. At least he's going to be able to tie it up.
Yeah, that's the thing with Wings of Sanguinius, because it lasts until your next psychic phase. Obviously, you have a movement phase before that. So.
Now, I really want to see the Sanguinary Guard and the Smash Captain come down on this side of the board, so
Yeah,
the right-hand side of the board.
The thing
start
is,
mopping up.
I'm going to say, with the scout in this corner, it's actually a really easy recon point, because he doesn't need anything in this corner now.
Yep.
So he can actually send the Sanguinary Guard this way. And I think that's what he's going to do.
Yep.
I think he's going to fly the Sanguinary Guard this way. Well, I mean, he might not, but I think he will. He could go, I'll send the Smash Captain over here and deal with the Hammer of Sunderance. And then I could send the Sanguinary Guard this way and deal with this.
Is this the Hammer of Sunderance one? I thought it was this one.
No, it's this one. This one. Because he tagged it. He tagged it, if you remember, with the Smash Captain. So then it pulled out of combat. And there we
He
go.
drove forward, yeah.
Yeah. Bobbito B86, thank you very much for follow. Yeah, so he could come down with the Sanguinary Guard 9 inches away from here and then wrap these 2 tanks if he wanted to. So it depends what he wants to do. He's got lots of choice. Are the lists available for the event to view? Yeah, if you jump onto Twitch and use exclamation point lists, then you'll be able to get the list document for the entire event. Power Main, thank you very much for follow.
Here they come.
The Sanguinary Guard.
Boys in gold.
There we
He's got
go.
2 command points as well, so we can do the 3d6 charge stratagem.
Yeah.
Here we'll do it on though.
The Banner of Sacrifice is up there, so the 5+ Feel No Pain. There you go, so he's doing what I said, Elliot. So he's put them up there and be able to attack this flank and go after the Basilisk, which are the main threat.
Yeah.
Because they're indirect and they're strength 9. They're winning everything on 2s. So. He's putting the
Fist
fists
again
at the front.
Boys in gold, they have no shame. Dress sense of the cat from Red Dwarf. Exactly. Wow.
Boys in gold.
Then you end up with the Death Company, who are the Dwayne Dibleys of the Blood Angel. Dwayne Dibley?
Let's have a look, see if we can
I've
see any
been
more on the
Dwayne
top
Dibley
view,
this whole
the side
time.
view, sorry. Let's have a look. No, the camera's been completely kicked. It definitely was Jay. Jay, do you want to fancy doing some on live camera fixing?
Yeah,
Go on, Jay.
Leave it like that anyway, that's much better.
I can't see then. Keep
You
going.
don't need
There
to,
we
that's
go. There's the Sanguinary Guard. Fantastic. Thanks, Jay. The second camera is getting amusingly worse.
Just slowly. At some
It's
point.
like, it's getting baked. It's getting baked over the weekend. Like the best memes.
At some point, we're just going to be
Next shot will
on
be the
the
ceiling.
actual shot.
I'm following because you need to stream my brother. Well, who's your brother and has he won his first game? So you got the Standard of Sacrifice here, and then you got all the Sanguinary Guard just in front, protecting him just in case he failed the charge. Obviously that 5+ Feel No Pain makes it really easy. It can string along, stay within 6 to get the extra resilience with a 2+ and 2 wounds. He's playing Death Watchers here. Well, we'll have to try and get him on if he wins his next game then. If he gets a cool matchup.
Oh, this.
So there's a Smash Captain with the Sanguinary Guard. There's a Smash Captain just here with the Angel's Wing, so he can fly in, deny Overwatch. The other Sanguinary Guard fly in, now they're in combat, so there's no Overwatch. And then they can pile in and wrap this guy. That's what I reckon is going to happen. Which is Knight Commander Pask, I believe. Reason being, there's a little blue guy just there. Can you see that little guy there? MMX James, it is on Tawny Keeper.
Just to put in, Wings of Sanguinius has gone off again on a 9. So Fisting has the fly keyword still.
And gets to move once again.
Not that he probably will. I would just keep him there. So
Oh,
3-inch
Sanguinary
charge.
is. Do you know what the other power Sanguinary has?
So. He might be
Mephisto
trying
has.
to cast quickening on them.
It's not written on his list,
He's taking quickening, so if he gets in range of them, he can cast quickening on them, which gives them all an extra attack. Or unleash rage, sorry. Unleash rage.
Unleash range.
Yeah,
Because
that's
his
the one
power. It's not written on his list, sadly. It might be, actually. Second page. Chief Librarian.
Unleash rage, wings of sanguineous and quickening, brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Unleash Rage, are
Yeah,
they?
so that's what I'd be doing, yeah, I'd be casting unleash rage on the sanguinary.
And what does that do?
That's one, that gives them all an extra attack.
Nice. Goes off
They're
on
going
a
to get an
7.
extra attack anyway, if he's made, let's have a look.
Welcome.com.
You get an extra attack if they're next to their warlord. He is the warlord, so they're going to get an extra attack for being next to the captain. They're also going to get an extra attack now because of Unleash Rage.
Wow, okay.
Well, if it goes off. Yeah, it went off on a 7, brilliant. So yeah.
Of
That's gonna be a
course,
lot
yeah,
of-
because
that's gonna
Sanguinary
be a
Guard get
lot of
better near the
attack now.
Warlord, right? Yeah, cool. So that's going to be like 5, 6 attacks on the charge? This looks like a super risky play. Sanguinary Guard will annihilate the Rus and get a wrap without it. So yeah, so basically what I expect the best player's got is to charge into this Lehman Rus over this side and then try and wrap this one. Because of the way the Lehman Rus, he'll be able to get a model in there and then tag the back so he can't move backwards.
We're moving into the shooting phase now. We've got a wound.
Why expose Mephisto
Hammer
could
of
just charge through the
Sunrise.
wall? There is still a scout in here. So he could charge a scout into there and charge Mephisto backwards.
Yep.
And then the Sanguinary Guard are going to be closer so you won't be able to get shot.
Unleash Rage, getting Unleash Rage off on the Sanguinary Guard could arguably be more important than charging Mephisto into the Hellhound.
Yeah. Absolute whirlwind of rage coming in.
Heavy Stubbers have done another wound to the Hammer of Sunderland's tank, which is, just to remind you all, it's our bottom right-hand
Made a
side.
save.
There we go. Highlight it. Wow.
Okay, we just got some information from the table. Elliot, tell me all about it.
So there is actually a tech priest stood behind the two uppermost Lehman Russes, the lower of which you can see there.
Lehman Rus.
The lower of which. Yeah.
Lehman Rus.
Behind there is an engine seer.
Engine
So
seer.
he could actually charge both of them.
Holy
and wrap the
shit
engine
balls.
seer.
I did a swear word.
You did a swear word.
Yeah, I said holy balls. Strella and Met2k, thank you very much for the follow. So you can basically obliterate these two tanks really easily with Exhaustion of Rage, +1 attack being near the Warlord, a Smash Captain with Angel's Wings and Artisan of War. Wrap this guy, and then I believe that is probably going to be game turn 4, because then they just fly into the Basilisk and just obliterate them.
So, whilst we're talking tactics, there is a load of heavy stubbers going on in the bottom just to try and chip away at that Hammer of Sunderland's tank. Now, there was no wounds into it at that time. That is very sad.
Very sad.
Yeah, looking interesting up there. Engine Seer could also heroically intervene, make itself closer in case he so they can't get close. So the Angelus bolt guns are firing into the non-wounded tank.
Okay.
So the bottom of which, the one with the engine sear just behind it.
So this one, the one with the blue on top.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're shooting into this one.
We're shooting into that one.
Yeah, the engine seer could heroically intervene, but I mean,
the one that's bracketed.
yeah, sorry,
Oh, that was the one that's bracketed.
must be the other way around. I mean, he could always just stay out of 3 inches and hit both of these and then still pile in. We'll have to see what he does.
I doubt the Sanguinary Guard's ability to kill 2 Lehman Russes.
You're sorry?
I don't think the Sanguinary Guard can kill 2 Lehman Russes in one turn.
Well, with the loads of attacks and
Yeah, no.
+1 to wound. Because The power fists are winning on
hitting
threes.
it on threes, wounding on threes.
Rerolling ones to wound, to hit, sorry.
If the captain gets
Threes
it.
to wound.
If not, he's going to have to conga line it back, which is going to lose attacks. So it all depends really whether the captain can get him.
Yeah, because you think about what Sanguinary Guard have 2 base attacks. They have +1 for charging. They have exhaustion of rage, and then being near the warlords. That's 5 attacks each. That's 15 power fist attacks. And then all the swords as well.
Axes.
It's not a mixture, hasn't it? It's axes and swords.
So Mephiston is now shooting backwards into the tank.
Yeah, James says need some jank for this to still be a game with no screen. The problem is he's got 30 guardsmen still, but they're in chimeras. I was very surprised not to see them in the chimeras. Out of the chimeras, sorry. Oh, so he's
So we moved through that. Obviously, there wasn't a lot of shooting left. I think the captain might have failed the charge. 2 CP had been spent for the 3d6 charge on the Sanguinary Guard. So he rolled a 9 and slightly he was needed a 10.
Yikes.
He's played it safe and not been able to make it.
That's big.
Yep.
That's really big, yeah. He should have positioned it a little bit better so he could put the captain at the front, but only ever so slightly back, not like an inch back.
I'm surprised they didn't go for the Hammer of Sunderland's tank.
Yeah.
With his captain.
Ouch, this is big. Here we go, so he's deciding who's going to try. The problem is as well, he's going to get Overwatch this time as well. Maybe he is waiting for the Sanguinary Guard to get closer so he can hit them with his sword. Three shots. One hit. One wound, so 1 save. Did he make his save? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think 1 Sanguinary Guard, someone just died.
Down to 9 Sanguinary Guard. We're about to find out whether this is going to be enough.
One goes through, so 1's taken a wound.
Yeah. Here we go. Needs an 8.
Well,
He rolled a 9. Okay. With +1. So that would make it 10. So we're going to have to see what he does. I think he's going to go big hammers now. He's just going to punch it and kill it. No, he just naturally gets a +1 because of his chapter tactic, yeah. So
Blood Angels get
it is worth
+2
swinging
on the
bare
charge,
fist, but I think he's going to go full ham and just kill that Russ and then tag another one and then get shot next turn. That's what I can see happening.
I'm going to watch this with interest as a Blood Angels player, what he does now.
Because obviously, because it's a soup, he doesn't get the doctrine, so he doesn't get the +1 attack during the assault phase. But he does get +1 to charge and +1 to wound because of Red Thirst. Which we forgot to do in the first battle report we did. Because Blood Angels, chapter tactic got updated with +1 to charge and advance, as well as +1 to wound in the first turn you charge. Which is decent, it's really good. See 8-inch deep strike charges, which is really good. Yeah. So he's placing his Sanguinary Guard within range of the banner. I think he's going to try to charge the banner as well. But this is like a tough play, this one. It's not quite gone the way he wanted it. I think he's been a little bit careless in those charges. Not being able to get the Smash Captain in on an 8-inch charge is big. Charge range for the banner? No. Yeah, roll 4, a 5 with +1. That's big. Yeah, just making sure the models are 9 inches away, obviously, out of the charge. So Mephiston is going to charge. So he's going to charge the Lehman Russ only. Oh, sorry, the Chimera, not the Lehman Russ, obviously. The tank on the right.
So we are actually about halfway through this round now.
So charge to here, and then pile in there and tag both. Takes a... Okay,
Perfect.
so Mephiston did fail 1 save, and then he made us feel no pain. So decent. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, so looks like we're going to go to the charge range. So he's got to be within 5 to
He's
charge.
rolled a 4 for his charge. Wow.
Wow, just failed. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was sketchy because I just saw Mephiston move then. Wow. Okay, where's Florian from? Do we know where Florian's from? Can you ask him? Because someone says he might have played him before. Hey, look at his t-shirt, Jay, don't ask him.
So really interesting that that scout that was in the building wasn't used.
Okay. Do you know what country? Okay, the German, there you go.
So that narrows it down to a few different countries.
Yeah.
Is there not
He is from Earth, exactly, Chatman's far out. This is not going well for the Blood Angels. No, it isn't.
Earth, where's Earth?
Earth?
Yeah.
No idea. You mean Terror?
Is that the old name for Holy Terror?
So it looks like what he's going to do is going to pile in like this and attack this tank, and then try and wrap this one afterwards. Yeah, he's all the power fists. If this fails, that's game for Blood Angels. I'm going to call it.
as scary as they are, they're not as versatile as some of the other big hitting units that get to like re-roll all the hits and re-roll all the ones.
They do hit like a brick.
They're re-rolling the ones, and when it happens, it goes off. But it's very hit and miss with them.
Yeah. So here we go. We're going to find out.
I'm really surprised that scout that was in the L-shaped building to the left didn't charge the Hellhound first to just allow Mephiston to multi-charge.
So here we go. So how many Power Fist attacks? Okay, so 2 Power Fists and a Power Axe going into the lowest most Lehman Russ. Let me draw so I can show you. He's got 8 wounds remaining currently. This one, so he currently has 8 wounds. There we go. Three's to wound, yeah, because his strength 8, toughness 8, but obviously Blood Angels get plus 1 to wound on the charge. 3 wounds, so 3 saves. Oh, 2 saves. Yeah. Oh, right, okay. Okay, so that tank's dead. Oh. Okay. We're going to find out what just happened there. I think he's just summoned a Lehman Russ in the fight phase in combat. Okay, so he's got 4 wounds remaining, but he thought they were thunder hammers, but they're random damage, obviously. He thought something. It was wrong.
Something was fought.
It's like I'm 10 watching the match of the day on Saturday again. Well, welcome, Jamie Miller. The tourney's going really well. Obviously, this is a cool event. It's a really nice venue. It's a cool hotel. Batush, the guy from Gamemat, he's also running the event. He's a really nice dude. He's really sorted us out. And it looks like everyone's having fun. And the terrain's really cool. It's really balanced on every table. They're using both the wooden sets from Gamemat, which are really affordable and really functional, which is good. So what we've seen is a Lehman Russ disappear and then teleport back onto the battlefield. So then...
Taking 6 damage now.
So is the other Lehman Russ going to be destroyed this phase or not? The one at the top. So they don't think we're going to kill either Lehman Russ this turn. Yeah, true. So, essentially, he's going to have to, because he's not be able to kill either Lehman Russ, he's going to have to try and wrap this one. That's his only play this turn. If he doesn't wrap, then that's it. Those Sanguinary Guard are probably going to die. They've both got 4. They've both got 4 wounds. But we'll find out. I mean, it's harder to wound now, but they do all have AP, so that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have killed the tank. So the question is he going to be able to wrap this next one? He's have to be really careful now and make sure he measures. I think it's going to be really tough with that engine sear there.
No.
I agree, Guard Daddy. I don't think he's going to be able to wrap. This is bad. He's killed the wrong one. What he should have done, as James pointed out in the chat earlier, is just hit with his fist. Because everyone has... You choose a combat weapon when you fight. You've got a sword. You've got a thunder hammer. You've got, I don't know, a really nasty knife. But you've also got a little soft punch, which is AP 0, damage 1.
You just sort of flop your arms against the side of the tank.
Should have just like tapped it, like flicked it a bit. So that is big. So that is the end of the turn, and no wrap. That is bad. Everyone has a pointy stick of doom, exactly. And he didn't use it. He decided to go for his fancy sword instead, which is a grave mistake.
Witness your doom.
James McKenzie says that's game. I probably agree. I can see the Basilisk barrel slowly swing around towards the Golden Boys. And that's the great thing about Basilisk is they don't even need to. They just fire straight up and it comes straight back down again.
Yeah.
So there you go, you can see the final scores of Battle Round 2. Glorian scoring, kill one, hold one, kill more, hold more. Absolutely smashed the primary there. He's got one headhunter, one old school and butcher's bill. So really strong 2 turns from Glorian. And then Richard has scored kill one and hold one, 2 butchers, 2 big game, 1 butchers and 1 recon. So that is 8 points. So that's the end of turn 2, guys. Who do you think's going to win this game? TTS Bowl says, give him a chance. I can assure you, Henio can really suck at rolling dice. So Henio being the nickname for Florian. So we'll see if he can absolutely whiff this perfect plate he's been served. Corn wins, says Jamie. I totally agree. Corn does win this game.
Problem with Sanguinary Guards, no invuln.
It is going to be a lot of firepower. Obviously, they do have a 2-up save. They have 2
lovely,
wounds.
2 wounds as well, better.
Yeah.
You need an invuln save.
5-up, feel no pain. However, it's just a whole hell of a lot of tanks shooting back.
Yep.
And every time he fails a save, every time he fails a 5-up Finbon, that's another dude dead. He's only got 9 there, so. He's using Jerry Rigger once again.
Yep. And that works. Yeah, this is, I mean,
what are you thinking?
The question keeps coming up. Why aren't the guardsmen getting out?
I agree. Why aren't the guardsmen getting out? I don't know.
I don't understand why you wouldn't just get them out.
Sorry for the caps. What about the typo? The ballootly.
TC Bolsh.
I assure you I'm on his side. I played him a lot of times and he has this unique skill of turning an overwhelming victory into a disastrous defeat. So we'll see, yeah. Mate, do you think
there seems to be a lot of goal boys being handed over the table.
So he's still not got the guardsmen out.
Nope. They're all
Still not got the guardsmen out. There's no overwhelming firepower. There's some bellicose cannons. Okay, they kill some guardsmen. There's a couple of scouts and there's a couple of rangers in the back corner. But there's not a horrific amount of firepower, so he could just hide those guardsmen. It could be to deny Butcher's Bill, I agree, but I mean, it doesn't make sense. He's just unloading everything into the Sangard.
He re-rolled an 8 and got a 7. So 7 shots. Cool. So just 1 wound on the next guy. That's where I'd be putting them as well. I think
that's my regimental trait. Surprising failure.
1 tank killed 1 shiny boy.
Any Grey Knights at this event? We actually had Grey Knights on this morning for round 1. We were like, shiny silver boys, get them bad boys on. So you missed it. You should have tuned in. So make sure you tune into the next game where we may have Grey Knights on again.
Maybe.
No promises. But
Maybe.
we could. Do you know when you want an army on stream? Well, keep watching because we might have it on.
Yeah.
I don't know yet, but there you go. So the Hammer of Sunderance is coming in. From this guy, the Hammer of Sunderance into the Sanguinary Guard boys. 9 shots. Strength 8, -2, 3 damage flat.
2s and then you're on 4-ups.
Yeah. Is CP? Oh, it's become 4 wounds?
4 wounds, 4 4-ups.
4 4-ups, here we go. Here we go. It's failed 2. 5-up, feel no pain for the first one.
First guy. Yep, he's dead.
I take it Orcs lost and could come on stream. Well, they actually won. However, the matchup was abysmal. It was going to be a turn 1 game, so we decided not to bring them on. Opinion from the commentators: Grey Knights more or less broken than Marines. Me personally, what do you think to Grey Knights, Elliot?
I thought it was really, really interesting to see them play this morning.
Yeah.
I've not got much experience of watching Grey Knights play, so I don't know what they were like before, but they seemed very versatile on the board this morning.
Yeah. So obviously they have the Tides, which are really cool.
Yep.
They also have Use the Force Luke, Astral Aim.
Yep.
They have Hammer Hand for +1 to wound. But I think they're in a super duper strong place. Like super duper strong. I think I agree with James where they are more or less. I think they're about the same brokenness as Marines, but not Iron Hands. I think with the right player, they are really good. They're going to win a lot of events. But we'll see. We'll have to see. I think they are definitely not bottom tier like they used to be.
No.
So, I mean, if you win the event with them, that's great. Oh, you just won with Grey Knights, amazing. But they're super strong. So
yeah.
He did. So that's another Sanguinary Guard dead. 2 damage on that one. He's dead. And that's it. That's the unit gone. So we just have the Ancient and the Smash Captain in that top building now. Is that a model on top of the cake stand, Filthy? No, it's not a model. It is actually CP dice. But they are allowed to do that here. So it's none of my rules are in play. They've got drinks on the tables and everything that's really triggering me, but there you go.
Very triggering. I can see you twitch every time someone goes near a drink.
Yes. Triggering my twitch.tv/Hellstormwargaming, twitch.tv/Mohawk Miniatures.
Awful.
So Hellhound shooting into Mephiston now. Chimera shooting in as well. He's taking a wound from the Hellhound already. I love the majestic rolling that Henio's using. Boast's saves amazing. How many wounds does he have left? Mephiston still has 3 wounds. That's good. That's really strong. Strong position. Got to bring all sorts of messy junk to put on the table for Enio just to mess with you. Well, if you want to bring all sorts of junk to Enio to screw me, then I'll just put you on the table next to the stream table just to wind you up.
Do that.
I want nice, easy armies. I want knights versus knights, Corn Lord of Skulls versus knights. But yeah, we are obviously streaming the Northeast Open next weekend as well, so we are streaming 2 events in 2 weekends, which is really cool. I can also be all sorts of drunk with the junk. Yeah, Moon, you can come bring Warhound on stream, because that's really easy for me to commentate over. It's boring, but easy.
Yeah, it'd be a very easy job, to be fair.
That's the great and bad thing about commentating, because if you have a really interesting army, you've got lots to talk about, but it's also so hard to keep up. But then you have an easy... So Mephiston took 1 wound from a Basilisk that's fired 6 shots. Can you confirm that, Jay? You just told me that you used aerial spotters and got 6 shots. Mephiston only ended up taking 1 wound, so he's down to 2. What the actual
comeback is on?
Emperor? Three damage. He's dead. Boom! Mephiston is dead. Elliot, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he's alive on a wound.
What do you mean he's alive on a wound? You're lying. You're lying to me. Come on now, what? He's got to kill him now.
Listen better, aren't you?
I can hear Hey Knows Joy through your commentary. Oh, mate, he's just loving life. Into Mephiston.
He's using a single Hellhound Crosbyization.
Here we go. It looks like he's just lost his save from a Basilisk again. Another Basilisk save. He knows. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, God. Mephiston's just there like, shoot me again, shoot me again.
They call me the Lord of Death for a reason, you know.
Oh my god. Wow. Mephiston's still sat there, annoying everybody. That's it. Haynos is done. He's like, screw this. He's just like, what the actual bullcrap? What was that? This is stupid. Okay, so at the end of that, he gets kill 1, hold 1, and we're going into Richard's turn 3. He must be in one big crater. I'm so alive, but very badly hurt. Exactly. Florian is laughing, but he's just like, what the actual bullcrap was that? So we have Mephiston left here. We have a Sanguinary Ancient. We have a Smash Captain here. He obviously has these 2 tanks here, and he has a lot of infantry sat in here as well. It's going to be hard to climb back up, though. Do you think?
He's got a bit of a mountain to climb up.
Yeah. I mean, that Sanguinary Guard killing that tank was game-changing. That was, like, such a big fail. So for Florian to manage to kill all the Sanguinary Guard and do damage to Mephiston, he's in a good position. Really, really strong position right now. He has no CP left. So he's just checking what I can actually charge, like, consistently without worrying. It's going to be interesting, though. It's going to be very interesting.
Interesting.
Does Florian have no guardsmen, or are they hidden? They are in the 3 chimeras. So we have 1 chimera.
He has actually got
chimera.
30. So there's 20 of them in the chimeras, and then I think there's 10 in that building, just in front of the basilisk. Yep.
Okay. So there's 1 unit here, 1 unit there, and then there's another unit in this building here.
Yeah.
Florian got great value from that Hellhound on the middle objective from turn 1. He really did.
Yep.
Being sat there all game.
That's just sat there all game and it being a problem.
3 turns. 3 points he's got happily with that chimera.
I don't
as soon
think
as he kills the chimera, 10 guardsmen get out as well. So
he's not really been able to use it, has he? But it's just sat there, just being a pain.
He's having a great time. Yeah, so checking the charge rate from Mephiston. Obviously, he still has wings of Sanguinius, not wings of fire. So in the psychic power that he cast earlier, so he's got 12-inch move with fly. So here he goes. Okay.
Terrible. It's terrible jokes being told in this channel. Yeah, so obviously now Richard's got a lot of thinking to do.
He hasn't got a great deal left. He's got 3 characters at the top, as you can see. Got 3 characters here, a couple of tanks here, a couple of infantry here. So what's he going to do with it? So we are about to find out. So I just have got a bit of lull. While we've got a bit of lull time, just want to say a massive shout out to Math Hammer for sponsoring the stream, helping to make this stream possible. Thank you very much to Gamemat.eu for bringing us out and flying us out to stream this event. Thank you very much to Jay, who's doing an absolutely awesome job of being a table boss. I can actually hear what he's saying now. It's making my life a lot easier, but making Elliot's a lot harder. I keep stealing all his info. Is that what's happening?
What did you say?
It doesn't matter.
I get everything.
Yeah, so make sure you check out Jay's stream at Mohawk Miniatures on twitch.tv. Twitch.tv/Mohawk Miniatures. Yeah, so Scorpius just moving around, trying to get line of sight to get better shots off what he needs to. A lot of thinking there. It's not as an easy game as it was looking at earlier. So,
especially when you're behind like this.
Some would say the tables have turned.
Oh dear.
Jay says that joke has made him check out. What days does Jay stream? He streams Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays. So Mephisto is going to use quickening. Goes off on 11, so there's no stopping that.
Nope. It's gonna
Big
happen.
old 11. Yeah, so quickening, you get plus D3 attacks, is it?
Yeah, I believe.
So that little blue dice is to represent how many
Wording might
extra
say
attacks
that
he's
you
got.
always fight first in combat or something as well.
What, sorry?
I think a wording might say that you fight first in combat as well.
Well, that's okay. I mean, whatever he
Not too
touches,
sure,
he's going to
not
murder.
100%, to be honest. Maybe someone in the chat can tell me.
So shooting the first Scorpius.
Scorpius are gonna go now.
There you go, into the Hammer of Sunderance, leaving Russ.
Yeah.
Two wounds from the Scorpius into the Hammer of Sunderance, leaving Russ, which is this one to the right. Absolutely boss the Sage with a double 6.
So nearly 6 to wound there.
Wow.
Second Scorpius firing now.
Yeah? Who's he
Where's
shooting
that
to?
going? Okay. Doesn't know. No
He's
worries.
thinking. And whilst he
let you
thinks,
know.
let's appreciate the back of his head. Was wonderful. One match I would want to see is Mikey versus Mr. Bones. Elliot, do you want to say hello? Because it says you're a bit quiet.
Hello.
You might have to just talk louder.
Just talk really loud to everyone on the stream.
Tyrone Fallar, thank you very much for the follow. Talk louder, Elliot. Sorry.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Now I shall make myself really loud for the entire stream.
Datacron, thank you very much for the follow. Elliot, I just want to say that it's perfect level, so keep talking like that.
Oh dear. I don't want to have to talk this loud all the time. It makes the speaker go red.
But it doesn't on stream, so that's okay.
Goes red for Blood Angels, actually. So
Exactly.
I'm all about that life.
But yeah, you're all good if you talk that relative volume.
Good. This is really good. I'm really enjoying myself.
Sperex, thank you very much for the follow.
I'll take your headphone out then.
Are you playing any games or recording any Batrep this weekend like you did at the LVO? Not this time. My earballs. No battle reports this weekend because we're a little bit busy. I'll do a recap in just 1 second. Sanguinary is going to charge into that Lehman Russ and it says charging into Lehman Russ and the Chimera. Hope Pino thinks of defensive gunners. We haven't heard of defensive gunners be used yet.
Nope.
So I'm saying that really quietly because I don't want to remind him by accident.
We don't want to give anything away.
Charge distance now. 7. Yeah, he's made that.
Yeah, he's done it.
Easy. So now we have Mephiston to charge. If Mephiston can get in. Okay, easy peasy. So, quick catch up. What we saw is Richard had a big fat plasma blob in this corner. We had all of the tanks being like boom boom on tanks, boys. And what we saw turn 1 is Florian move with the Hellhound onto the objective, followed by a couple of Chimeras and spread all his tanks out. What Richard then did was brought the plasma out of this little L shape in the corner, plonked them here, used every stratagem in the world known to man for Admech, shoot loads of plasma and kill some Leman Russes and damage some other ones.
Yeah.
What we also saw was a Smash Captain. This is turn 1, by the way. A Smash Captain come over this side, kill a Leman Russ, and then tag this Leman Russ, which is the one with the Hammer of Sunderance, which is the really good Relic Battle Cannon. Turn 2, what Florian did was spread out more with his tanks, kill the Smash Captain, and then spread out, but didn't get his infantry out. So what then happened is Richard deep struck loads of Sanguinary Guard up here with a Smash Captain and a Sanguinary Agent, and essentially charged into 2 Leman Russes and was attempting to wrap them, but he accidentally killed one that he didn't want to kill and failed to kill the one he wanted to kill, which meant he couldn't wrap them. So turn 3, what meant was Florian could respond by killing all of the Sanguinary Guard. And now we're in the bottom of turn 3, and we're just trying to see basically Richard catch up with his failure. Frederick, no problem at all. If anyone ever wants a recap, you ask, and I will do my best to deliver. But there will be a stalemate of at least 3 minutes between recaps.
Yeah, so it was that turn, in my opinion, where there
is Angel's Wing and Artisan of War on that Smash Captain. But what do you think? Do you think this is enough, Elliot? What's he going to do? If he obliterates that tank, that's great. But those characters are just going to get shot again. Okay, so Mephiston is attacking the wounded Leman Russ. Is he using his sword? He's not using his sword. Okay. He is using it.
He is, yes.
Okay. So he's using the sword.
So strength 10. Mephiston.
Okay, so he's using his sword. So what we're going to see happen again is Mephiston is going to kill the tank. They're all going to tag another tank, and they're going to pull out and then get shot, like we just saw with the Sanguinary Guard in the last turn. Do you think this is a good idea, Elliot? Do you think this is a good idea? Me neither. So he's killed the tank. Are the plasma dead? Yeah, they died early on, mate. They died turn 2. As soon as they came out, they died. Which is fair enough. There's 1 hour left in the round.
I think
there's 3.
I think there's less time on this round, isn't there?
You what, sorry?
I think there's less time in this round, though, isn't there?
I do think there's less time in this game.
Depends what Richard does. He's got that little castle in the back that could just sit there all game.
Yeah, the Basilisk just raining death. Okay. Is the Smash Captain going next? Okay, so Florian might want to interrupt with a Tech Priest. We're just going to find that out now. Using the trusty Battle Scribe, and by trusty I mean not.
Tech Priest is okay. It's got like a
power axe and a servo arm.
Power axe, something like that.
And 1 servo arm that comes in and jabs you. Yeah. Morning, Vincey. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Okay, I just want to say massive thank you to everyone watching. We're currently live on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, and there's a whole bunch of you.
There is
a whole bunch. So thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Really, really appreciate it. I love you all personally. I'll take you all out for a nice dinner one day. Maybe not at the same time, because that might be quite hectic.
Well, do 1 a year.
Pardon?
Do 1 person a year.
1 person a year. That sounds good to me. Frederick says, don't have time to watch anymore, but I want you to know I'm so grateful for the work you put in. Well, thank you very much, man. Really, really appreciate it.
No worries, man. Have a nice day.
Militarum versus Super is indeed. So it's basically Guard versus Admech and Blood Angels.
Never too early for a beer. Organ.
Organ, no. I'm already drunk, so I'm not really. I don't drink. Chat to Master Valrak, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch, you absolute babe. How are you? God, Daddy says do one person a year. That's a motto to live by. Chat to Master Valrak, it is no worries. Thank you very much for the follow, mate. Really appreciate it. It's cool of you. Have 50 Warhams, which is our channel currency, which we use for giveaways and stuff.
That banner lives.
So the Chimera has currently got 2 wounds. V1CT1M, thank you very much for the follow. Moon Turner doing his 16,000 Warhams. 20 minutes until the Toy Fair reveals, that's really cool. So the new Gazgul Thracker model might be revealed in full. We've seen Makari, which is his little grot, who has a 2+ invulnerable save.
Yeah.
And 4 wounds. The best grot ever. Makari screen is the new meta, I totally agree. There's been a bit of a rules over. Jay, do you want to tell the chat what's happened? Are you ready to? Shall I unmute you? You can explain. So Jay's got some interesting drama.
So it's not necessarily drama, but there's been a slight bit of a misplay. When the tech priest heroic intervened into the Sanguinary Ancient, the Smash Captain then swung, killed the tech priest, and nearly killed the tank. The Sanguinary Ancient hadn't fought then and had declared the tank as a charge target. Because he's charged, he still gets to pile in 3 and then still swing, despite the fact he's not within an inch of an enemy model. So he still gets to activate because he'd made a successful charge. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they've played it that way at the table, and that Sanguinary Ancient could have killed that Chimera.
Okay. So I just want to say a massive thank you to Victim for the subscription with Twitch Prime, you absolute babe, and welcome Max Simon, thank you for the follow. So basically, that Sanguinary Ancient is now just been left out in the cold, not being able to finish it. So it should have moved through and still attached. So, because normally, if you don't charge, if you're not within an inch, you can't activate in combat. However, when you charge, even if you're not near an enemy, you can still activate, which means you can still move 3, fight if there's any viable targets, which is any target within an inch that you charged, and then move 3 again. So technically, if you kill everything, a model can still move 6 inches in the fight phase if it charged that turn. But he's not done that. It's not done that, so this is very interesting. But thank you everyone, thank you very much for tuning in, really appreciate it. So at the end of turn 3, we're on a 14-14. Delayed the score so they're not finished. We're nearly done, wait for it, we've got to do the secondaries. I thought a 14-14 was interesting. Wait for Jay to update. Just want to say massive thank you to Jay for helping out. He's doing an amazing job.
Yeah, update some points.
What did you say, sorry?
So we're getting some updates and points.
Apologies for that, technical small issue. Waiting for those points.
Waiting for those points.
Here they come. They're going to be good. They're going to be great. It's like season 8 of Game of Thrones bait.
No, we don't talk about it.
Wow, so we got a point swing. We're at 12-14 to Richard because he's got 3 for Big Game Hunter, he's got 3 for Recon and Butcher's Bill. So there you go. That is a big point swing.
Really interesting.
Well, can you remember when one of Florian's mates said he turned an easy victory to a disastrous loss? Hopefully we don't see that. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. There is no Season 8, Mikey. It died in Season 7. Totally agree. Oh, Psychic Maelstrom has just taken out Lord Mephiston. There we go. It's a fantastic way to deep strike screen, charge something, tuck a danger unit inside for the kill, and have the outsiders charge, pile in and consolidate out to block for free movement. Exactly, yeah. Exactly how I was just saying. So charge some crap, but then they get to move 6. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
So it just doesn't matter. But there you go. 15-point Astropath taking out a 160-point Chief Librarian of the Blood Angels, the Lord of Death, by mind bullets and angry thoughts.
Silliness. Why are you so much better at psychic stuff than me? Oh, I killed him, he's dead.
Yeah, just having psychic. He's too busy stabbing his sword into Lehman Russ's too aggressively and killing them all.
Why is it not bleeding?
Yeah. So the Smash Captain has just taken 3 wounds from the Chimeras with all the las guns and multi-lasers.
Wow.
He has heavy flamers on there, so he can re-roll the shots for his Chimeras, which is really good. So Lehman Russ shooting in. Got a really good amount of shots. Looks like 10 shots, maybe more. Oh god, okay. 2 missed. How many wounds? Is this into the Smash Captain, Jay? This is into the Smash Captain. 7 wounds.
Wow.
Oh, he's failed 3. Oh god. 1, 2, 4 wounds on the Smash. There we go, the Smash Captain is destroyed.
That's Warlord.
He has slayed the Warlord.
Very old school.
So that's old school. Headhunter.
Yep.
Wow.
How many wounds has that second Scorpius got?
So we have Sanguinary.
The one that's actually wounded.
We just have the Scorpius. So this Scorpius is on 11 wounds. This is on full wounds, which is 13. That's right, I think, maybe. And then we have Rangers in this corner, and that's it. That's all he has left. And Florian is currently smashing the points now. Can he target from that Chimera? No, so he's got 2 Chimeras up here, matey. So there's a Chimera here and a Chimera here. This is also another Chimera, but he'd have to target that. So the Hellhound is shooting to the Scorpius, shooting the flamers out of its bum.
Yeah, so it's got the big shooting into Inferno kind of thing on the top, hasn't it?
Yeah, the
heavy
turret.
flame on the front.
It's a better heavy flamer.
Yeah.
And that can definitely shoot backwards. It's a turret. Nine shots in the flamers. The Astropath actually killed Lord Mephiston with mind bullets. So Lord Mephiston was up here with like 1 rune remaining, and the Astropath killed him out of line of sight.
You've landed yourself a date, Mikey.
Vinci says, I'll be on your side of the pond at some point this year, I'm betting, so I'll have to take you up on that dinner. I have to run my ITC laps in the US. Amazing, dude. Sadly not, James, this is the old ITC missions because the list submission was 2 weeks ago, so it actually came out a week after list submission. So it's the last shebang of ITC 2019. So it's the old ITC pack 2019, because technically the current one is in beta, which is changing every day.
Yep.
And then also they are not using For the Greater Good, the new Psychic Awakening book.
No.
That Astropath just got a promotion, yeah, probably in the warp as well. So the Hammer of Sundance is shooting into the unwounded Scorpius. I'm surprised he's got line of sight, but there you go. 2 hits and 1 wound. Boss the save once again. Richard not failing hardly any of his saves unless it's really crucial.
Yeah, no. So these are a couple of shots now we think are into the Sanguinary Ancient.
5 up for no pain. Okay.
Wound.
Does he have much left to shoot? Okay, so the Basilisk next. Into who?
What would you be firing them into, Mikey?
6 shots into who, Jay? So into the Sanguination, cool.
What would you be firing them into?
Well, the Sanguination is a massive threat right now. These tanks are, but I mean, that's going to stop shooting, so you may as well just shoot it. What you could do is just charge a Chimera in there and stop it charging something else. I mean, it's going to hit you, okay, but... So it only did 1 wound, did the Basilisk. Okay, sorry, my apologies. It did what? It did 2 wounds. One of them was 1 damage, the other one was 3 damage. Yeah, so it did 4 wounds, and that's the Sanguination gone. So now the Sanguination's gone, what has Richard got left? He's got some Scorpius, and he's got some Rangers. I think Guard well placed in the new ITC missions with shift to movement secondaries. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree. So the new ITC missions are really cool. I really like them, but it is a beta, so they decided not to use it. Blood Angels, so like Luster shooting favoured 8th edition. I mean, if they played right, they played right. They ignore Overwatch. They've got so many attacks. They murder anything. They're really tough, but I mean, it's tough to play. You've got to play them correctly, and I think we've seen quite a few mistakes in this game.
So just 1 wound done to the Scorpius in the middle.
Final Basilisk is shooting. Do you think he's going to do it? I don't think he will.
No, not with just 2. Nah.
1 wound.
1 damage.
Just 1 damage. He's just whiffing on those D3 damage rolls.
Yeah,
what he needs is a Basilisk with full payload, which is a tankator in the new book that makes them flat 3 damage rather than D3. That, I'm all on it. I'm all on it. He played them correctly, but failed with critical charge. Well, I don't think he did, because what we saw in turn 2 when the Sanguinary Guard came down is they failed to wrap, so they were just here, like that, and they were just tanks just battering them. That shouldn't have happened. What should have happened is the Sanguinary Guard should have wrapped a tank.
Yep.
Killed one, wrapped the other, or wrapped both, or wrapped one and touched the other, and then they would have murdered it in their turn, and then been able to charge something else. So I think we have seen a couple of misplays. As I said, he killed the 1 tank that he needed to wrap and didn't kill the one he needed to kill.
I personally think the other Smash Captain should have gone for the Hammer of Sunderance tank as well, the Lumen Russ.
When did Richard score recon? Also, so he scored recon in all 3 turns because he had characters up here. First turn, he had a Smash Captain pile in and then fight around here. He also had a scout here, and he had most of his army here and here. So he's got this guy and this guy and this guy scoring this corner. He's also, I believe, he's still got he might still have a scout, but he definitely had a scout in here for a little while, helping him get recon. But he also had characters like up here in this big corner here. So recon have one unit in every corner of the board, in each quarter section. So it is old ITC. It is old ITC, but you don't have to take old school as a 3rd secondary in the new ITC anyway. You have a choice. So in the new ITC, you have 3 tables on it. You'll have Search and Destroy, which is kill objectives. You have Maneuver, which is move about like recon objectives. And then you have old school. So you have to pick 1 killy one, 1 movie one, and then you get to pick 1 more, which is either killy, movie, or old school.
Okay, I like that. I like that
idea. It's really cool, yeah. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But this is old ITC, so it's pick 3 of anything you like. If you want to kill stuff, you kill it.
Do it. Do it.
I think Florian left the door open to wrapping and trapping tanks, but Richard couldn't take advantage of it. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. So.
I'm really interested to see what he's going to do with the rest of this. so he's just saying he's been looking to see whether he can get a final recon point.
Yeah. So I think we're probably going to be the last turn of the game, at least the last turn of the decider. So if he can get his Scorpius tank over this middle line, maybe with an advance, I'm not sure how far they move, and get this unit is already getting this quarter, because this is your halfway line. So he needs to get here. He's already got one here. He might be able to move this one over here and then maybe advance some rangers out or something to get here. So we'll see. We'll have to see what he does. Small guardsman, why would you not want to die for the corpse when you can hide in a tank? Exactly. So there's only one unit of guardsmen that are outside of tanks, and then this L shape over here holding the objective, holding the home point. So very interesting. Yeah, there's no light units on the board currently on Florian side. The only ones are characters, and they're out over there by the Y. So got the Astra Path chilling here, being a boy. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. It's definitely an uphill battle for Richard now. I thought this was going to be an easy game. I thought that was it after turn 2. Got them Sanguinary Guard right where he needs them. No screen.
And then obviously it's been a lot more varied since.
Yeah.
What we thought was going to be quite up and down. Mind you, Florian, big turn there.
Yeah, big 5 points in that turn, which is really strong. Kill one, hold one. Maxed out Headhunter now. Looks like he's been quite aggressive with that Scorpius now. He's going to drive straight out. Maybe try and get a charge. He's trying it anyway. Then that other Scorpion's going to move across to get his other recon. Yes, all the Blood Angels are dead now. Do the hoverboats suffer the heavy weapon move penalty? I believe they do. You need a 9-10 on 2d6 charge episodes. Consistently secure a wrap on average side of the vehicle. But you don't forget you can move 6 and then fight twice, which actually move another 6. You can actually move 12 in the fight phase. You do need to make the combat, obviously, but I mean, that's the thing, that you're playing a combat army, so you do need to do it.
Yes! Brave Sir Robin.
Is that Brave Sir Robin the scout?
Yep.
He's going to go charge the Hammer of Sunderance. So that was the scout for recon earlier.
All of your weapons are just as fatal to me as the
He's
others.
been getting recon every turn.
Nothing terrifies me.
He's going to max out recon because of this now. He just needs to get a unit in this corner. But if this scout can charge and pile in, he can get in recon in this corner. Epic play. CWA Crafter, thank you very much for the follow. Sorin, so from Deep Strike, Blood Angels only need an 8-inch charge because they get +1. Thank you very much, James. Appreciate it. They do not suffer the penalty for moving and shooting, which is good. There's currently 40 minutes left in the round. Both players are looking fairly healthy on the clock, maybe?
Richard only has 13 minutes left.
He only has 13 minutes. Wow, okay. Classic, Jake Noble, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Well, you wouldn't easily route with 9 inches even with a +1. The thing is, it all depends what you're charging and the positioning, right? You've got a 9-inch charge, let's say, you've just made it in combat. You can still move 6. You can still move 6 in the fight phase. So that is at a 15-inch move in one charge. So it is fairly easy to wrap. But also, you're a Space Marine. You can fight twice every turn. So you can always move another 6. That's 21 inches out of Deep Strike. Can you wrap with 21 inches, Elliot? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. No posting competitive 40k. I did post this morning. The problem is I've got to stream, so I can't keep sharing it. But if you guys want to share it into the competitive 40k, that'd be amazing, guys. That'd be really cool of you. So, who's he shooting, Jay? So he's shooting everything into a basilisk. You need to put your hand further over. That one. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Lowest basilisk.
Yeah, so this basilisk is getting shot by both Scorpius. So bam, bam. Looks like we just destroyed something. Okay, just pot shot in the basilisk. The basilisks are really strong, but they're only toughness 6 with a 4+ save, so they're actually really easy to kill. Exactly, James says. Remember, you can charge in any direction as long as you get one model within 1 inch, so you can string out and wrap something and tell you related to the combat. So, it is, if you play it right, if you've got enough models, you can wrap quite a lot. But that's the other way to play combat armies properly. Against a tank army, you can't just touch it. It's not gonna work. There's more tanks behind it. So if you're gonna deep strike a unit of 10 Sanguinary Guard at like 300 odd points, then you're gonna have to wrap something. Not just leave it in front of battle cannons like what we've seen. As I said, he could have attacked with just his hands rather than with his power fist and not killed the tank that was really easy to wrap. But he attacked with his main weapon, so killed the Lean Russ, didn't kill the one he wanted to kill, so then he couldn't wrap. I think Barsis has got 10 wounds. But we'll find out. So the Basilisk has 1 wound remaining. 2 wounds remaining.
2 wounds left. 11 wounds.
That's this one, yeah. The Aquabase is shooting the sniper. Failed to wound. It wound on a 3+ as well.
I think Richard's had some pretty bad luck this game.
Pardon?
He's had some pretty bad luck this game, hasn't he, Richard?
Yeah.
He had some good armor
Richard's
saves.
made all the
start.
saves he's not needed to, failed all the ones he needed to, and then killed everything he didn't want to, and not killed everything he didn't want to. So bizarre.
Yes, with the scout.
So the Hammer of Sunderance is overwatching from the into the scout.
Shot.
It's happening. It's all happening.
That was a miss.
Heavy bolter. Charge range. Oh, that was the armor saves. Damn. Lone Scout is destroyed. Damn. Gutted. That is the end of the turn and end of the battle round, guys. That is the end of turn 4, I believe. Yeah, end of turn 4.
We can do some quick maths now.
Quick maths coming in. So he has managed to get recon that final turn. I think the smart play was to drop in a line further south of the board, 9 inches from 2 tanks, so he didn't even need the extra inches. Declare one, wrap the other, no risk of ever kill blocking your rabbit. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, as I said, the way he did it, there was better ways to do it, but there was also better places to put the Sanguinary Guard, maybe. But there you go. This is how the game goes. Sometimes it doesn't always go your way. So we're just going to get a final score at the end of the battle round 4 before we go into battle round 5. Okay, so there you go. So it was a draw last battle round, but in that turn, Florian's man scored 21 points, kill 1, hold 1, kill more, hold more. Richard only being able to get hold 1, which is bad. No kills this turn. Really bad. Obviously, Florian has 4 points for Headhunter, 2 for Old School and 2 for Butcher's Bill, and Richard has Big Game Hunter for 3, 1 for Butcher's Bill and 4 for Recon now. So at least he doesn't need to be in all quarters of the board anymore. But that's it, that's the end of turn 4. Let's go into round 5, guys. Who do you think is going to win now? It's definitely... The tides have changed. Oh wait, we're not playing Grey Knights.
Oh, there's no Grey Knights on the table. The tides are
The
convergence.
moon is... No.
Nice.
The stakes, all the stakes. I'm trying to find something about vampires. The stake is high on this game.
Why did you go for the moon?
Blood.
Not Space Wolves.
I was thinking about Grey Knights. And then
What's that
full
got to do with the
moons, I
moon?
thought about werewolves, thought about vampires because of Twilight. And every other show that's got a vampire in it seems to have a werewolf in it as well. Like Being Human, what a great show that was. So, welcome guys, this is round 2 of Prague Open Wargaming event. It's cut to the heart. There's 3 objectives on the board.
Cut to the
it
heart.
is Florian with Astra Militarum versus Richard with Blood Angels and Admech. We saw the Blood Angels absolutely smash their saves in turn 1. They managed to get in with some tank commanders with smash captains and blow them up. But it seems to be that the Blood Angels are just running out of steam. They're just running out of steam.
Yeah, they've just lost momentum, I think, haven't they? There's just
Turn
not a lot
1,
they can do
Richard
at this
spent
point.
9 CP out of his 11, which, let's be real, is way too many. Way too many. So it's just not been very good. So it's just kind of just whiffed after that point and just not done enough, not been in the right place at the right time, not been able to get what you wanted to go off.
Keeping pace with Florian, not really been able to surpass it.
Whereas Florian has just gone, I've got tanks. I'm just going to keep rolling dice until you go away.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough. Oh, that is an army that's just been dropped on the floor. Oh no. Oh no. Not on this table though.
Very sad.
On this table. I want to say a massive shout out to Math Hammer for sponsoring the stream. Massive shout out to Jay from Mohawk Miniatures for helping us out. He's been really cool. Massive shout out to you, Elliot.
Thank you.
For being an absolute babe. Are you having a great time?
I'm having a very good time.
Good man. Very good.
Just sad that Blood Angels haven't done better.
You said that Blood Angels are losing?
Yeah.
Well, there's no Blood Angels left on the field anymore.
Well, technically they've not lost then.
It's actually 22-16. We had a miscount. There you go. The 22-16 going into battle round 5. So he's just battering into that Scorpius at the top. So this Scorpius is just taking the fire now. If you can kill this, that's a cheap kill. It's a kill 1. It's probably going to end up being with a kill more as well. But we'll have to see. Down to 3 wounds on that Scorpius now. I have my Mortarian fall into the ground in mind. That would be devastating. Yeah, it's not good.
Kill it with the torches.
Takes
Kill it with the torches.
From Lasguns.
Show them the power of Panasonic.
I'm blind. That's why you get blinded and you smash the tank track.
You shouldn't shine it in people's eyes.
So the other Chimera is going in with the heavy flamer. 10 shots with the flamers. 10 shots in the flamers, 5 to wound. Here we go. 4 saves. 2 go through. Does he CP? He can't. Does it blow? It doesn't go bang. So that's a Scorpius disintegrating on. That's kill 1. Okay, now the other Chimera and the Hellhound are going to focus on the other Scorpius. I think this game is probably done now.
Mind you, we said that quite a while ago and Richard managed to hold on, so fair play to him.
He's getting good points. Bumper Chimera into the Scorpius to guarantee no kill. Yeah, I agree. That'd be a good play. That'd be a really good play right now. because that Basilisk does only have like 2 wounds remaining, so that's the cheapest kill. So basically, he's got all the Lima Russes to keep shooting though, so we'll have to see. He's got this Hammer of Sunderers to shoot. We'll see. I reckon that Scorpius dies his turn. Three damage, so it has 7 wounds left, 8 wounds left.
Heavy bolters.
Heavy bolters from a Lima Russ. No wounds.
3 hits, no wounds.
Hammer of Sunderers, how many shots? Re-rolling. Double 6 on the hammer. 12 shots from the Sunderers hammer.
Hammer of Ponderance.
Hammer of Ponderance. Oh my god.
Get away. Get away from me now.
6 saves. Here we go. 3. That's it. Scorpius just... Another Butcher's Bill. It's killed 2 this turn. Ouch. Wowcher.
This has been a tough game.
This has been a really tough game. Really good one as well.
No, it has.
You guys have enjoyed it. 12 shots from the Hammer of Sunderers right where it needs it. Like, no, you will not kill my Basilisk this turn. Go away.
Stop it! Stop it! Reveals are out on the Warhammer community.
You're more than welcome to post a link to the reveals if you want to have a look. Oh no. He's just remembered. He completely forgot he had a unit of scouts in this side building. Sadly, it was already gone. But he had a unit of scouts sat here. And he completely forgot they've been there all game. Nice. New action figures and stuff from the toy fair.
It's like the only full-size models Marcus
Yeah, because it's the board game toy fair, so it's more based on the other stuff. So no major Warhammer stuff.
They're really nice sculpts, though. I especially like him.
Yeah.
Very different.
So that's Shadespire and stuff. So that's new Iron Jaws and stuff like that. So they look cool. But again, it's a toy fair, so it's not going to be like a brand new army. It's not going to be Gazgul.
It's not like they weren't releasing a Primarch today, were they? It's going to be board games. Specialist games.
Kill, hold, and Butcher's Bill this turn. Super dominating turn. Obviously, he's going to get hold more unless Richard can kill a Hellhound, a Chimera, and 10 Guardsmen. Because 10 Guardsmen are still sat in that tank. Or he could have moved some scouts onto it in the middle of the board, which have been there for how many turns, Ellie?
Many turns.
Many turns. They've been there the entire
Remember, there was a part where Mephiston failed his charge, and I was going, why did the scout charge?
Yeah, why did Mephiston get over it?
Just sat
I thought it just died. And I was like, oh, maybe I was wrong. There you go.
Wow. Well,
but the thing is we can't shout too loud about units that may or may not be alive because we don't want the players to remember, because it's not our responsibility to remind the players.
Yeah, exactly. Just collecting some dead skin flakes.
Yes, our beards are flaking onto the microphone.
The deflakening. This is a ritual that every man passes.
It's just beard hair.
The deflakening has occurred.
So there we go. There we go. It's looking like it's basically done this game.
I mean, people are saying their releases are disappointing. You've got to remember they've still released they've still announced 4 things today.
Look, I'll tell you something. They need to slow down with 40k, right? I'm trying to make content for 40k with all the new stuff, and by the time I've filmed it, there's something else out, so no one cares. Right?
Something's redundant.
I'm happy that they've not released anything else 40k. God damn, give me a break. Saga of the Beast, release it in 2021. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to Saga of the Beast, though. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no one likes Orc plays, right?
Anyway, so.
Scouts could have wrapped and pinned the Hellhound to a wall and used Obsec to hold that more every turn. Yeah, exactly.
It's only Scrivo who plays Orcs.
Yeah, it's only one person.
The whole world.
So yeah, really, really misplayed this game, I think, Richard. Like, getting too bloodthirsty, getting like spending his Smash Captains in, sending Sanguinary Guard in, getting too excited, missing playing, forgetting things. So,
hey man, it happens to all of us. We all misplay, don't we? So
we do, yeah. What I've learned is just prowl around your table a little bit, try and psych your opponent out, but also check all the L's. Before I move anything in my turn, I always check all the L's. So, because they're really good for hiding units from your opponent and yourself.
From yourself. Yeah.
Will Elliot stand more teddy bears for the Saga of the Beast?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, Elliot was murdered in the Christmas special, so...
Was I murdered in the Christmas special?
Yeah, the bear. The bear got revenge. So, we'll have to see if Elliot makes it back in the arc that is the Hellstorm intros.
Stay tuned.
Fish1, thank you very much for follow. They need to slow down 40k. It's a pain. It's a pain to keep up with the releases for tournament play. Mate, I totally agree. Totally agree. I'm just saying, I haven't been able to release a pod from battle report because there's too much stuff coming out. I don't know what to do. By the time I filled something else is out. Does anyone care about the last book that was a week ago? Do they care about the new book? Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Use Astral Aim, Luke.
Use Astral Aim, Luke.
Use the Astral Aim. But I've not got any command point left, Ben.
It's quite nice that we're playing the old ITC pack.
Yes, use your Imperial Domination to get a command point back, and then use Astral Aim, Luke. Little did we know that supplement was all the Empire needed to crumble.
Exactly. Mikey, become Tyranid exclusive. You'll have to do a vid every 2 years.
That's it. No new content out for 2 years.
And then just be crap.
And then after 2 years, you just go, we've got a random name generator. And then it's another 2 years until anything else.
The slithering shadows.
Well, now's crop. So, look, Richard is ending his turn, and he just got hold.
Yeah, we just hold. That's it. No kill. Looks like... That surprised me. So he's brought the 2 tanks off the centre objective. I'm surprised he didn't get the guardsman out first and then move the tank. Okay. Just had a okay. Oh, it's just moving the tank onto the... So Jay was just telling me that there's a unit still inside here. So we were like, okay, you can get the guardsman out and move onto the objective. Or you could just move the Chimera onto the objective.
Whole tank.
And just be like, screw you.
And then at least if someone blows it up, not that that's likely to happen, but then they just get out on the objective, don't they? So.
Yeah, exactly. So as soon as you kill it, you've got to kill 2 units to stop scoring that objective. So... but yeah, so I was just going back to the quick releases. I'm really glad that this is still the old ITC packs because I haven't had to study the new one too much.
Yeah,
I've just kind of ignored it. I've delayed it by a week.
And
I did a podcast on it, but otherwise, I mean, well, Jay's just saying, well, you did a podcast on it, but Jay, they've changed it again. They've changed it again. It's a beta, so I've got to learn it for next week, basically. I'll probably just check it on Saturday morning. Yeah, I'll probably just check it Saturday morning for next week's stream. It'll be fine. What's this? It's basically the same. We'll be all right.
One of the things I always find funny about Warhammer is people's trays.
Trays?
Everyone has different trays. Some people have like dioramas. There is a guy behind us who just has like a workmate on wheels.
He has like a mage tray,
That
doesn't
is
he?
ingenious. Ingenious.
Yeah. I have one of the nice FLG ones I got from LVO, and it's got a map.
Does it have wheels?
No.
Is it waist height with wheels?
It packs down into my suitcase, though.
Well, I'm going to ask that man whoever is packed down into
If it does, then I've been
like a fold away.
made a fool.
If it's a fold away.
James has asked, so Jay, can you check for me? Are we sure he actually brought the guardsmen, or did he leave them at home?
Yeah.
They're on a tray.
They're all just,
are you sure they're actually on the tray
embarked.
here? Oh, it turns out there are no guardsmen. This is actually a different army. Jay's looking for the guardsman now. He's struck. You can see him. Can we see him on camera? Oh, maybe he just can't be bothered to get them out. He's just like, He just can't be asked to get them out. He also doesn't need to. Okay, so there was a unit of Skitari blocking these characters, but now they are ripe for the picking. The thing is, Bolsh, he's not needed to unload the Chimera because he's just had 2 tanks sat on the objective. He's shooting the scouts. I apologise, not the characters. He's not needed to get out of the tank. Warhammer 40k, thank you very much for follow. You absolute babe. Welcome to stream. Massive thank you to everyone who's tuned in today. There's an absolute boatload of you, so thank you very much for that. That's super cool of you to tune in. So next Basilisk is shooting the scouts with 5 shots. 3s. 1 wound on 3 wounds. Oh. You saw the frustration pump there. They're just boof. Screw this. That was unlucky. Super unlucky. So 5 shots from the 3rd Basilisk.
Can they actually kill the scouts?
3 wounds. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, they're gone.
They're gone. That's it. So, yeah, Basilisk killing scouts. Not the way to do it, it seems. It's not very efficient. The Hammer of Sunderers is shooting the Tech Priest Dominus now. Let me draw. Please let me draw. So it's shooting over here into this guy. 9 shots with the Hammer of Sunderers. 3s to hit. 5 wounds. Okay. 1 wound goes through. 2 have gone through. Apologise. This is turn 5. What was in the list? I might be actually turn 6, I apologise. Yeah, it's turn 6.
I hope Lad Mech wasn't a spelling mistake.
So what? Oh, it's round 5, I apologise, it's gone a bit fast. It is round 6, Jay, because he got a hold one last turn. You're telling me lies, and I'm telling everyone on the stream, and then I'm a liar. So, Blood Angels, he had 2 Smash Captains, Mephisto and Sanguinary Guard, 3 units of Scouts, and then for the Admech he had a Plasma Servitor Maniple Bomb, he had loads of Skitari Rangers, he had 2 Scorpius Disintegrators, and now he has a Manipulus, some Rangers, and that's it. That's it, that's the game. So it's currently 32-17. It's probably going to be a 32-18 with hold 1 at the last turn. We'll just get that final score. It actually might be more like a 35. There you go. 34-18. 34-18. Shall we? There we go. That was the game. What a great game.
Wow.
It is not B-Bone. No, there's no TT guys here this weekend. So shall we cut back to our face? Welcome, guys. Thank you very much for watching. What a fantastic game that was.
It was insane.
It was insane.
Very sad that Blood Angels have not done better.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame.
The system was pretty cool, though.
As we saw, like that massive pincer attack with the Sanguinary Guard on one side, the Smash Captain going up on the other the turn before. I would have thought that the Sanguinary Guard would have been able to do more and last longer, but I think there was just a big misplay. What do you think?
Yeah, it was positional, I think, for me. I mean, you can never really blame your dice in a game. Richard rolled the dice that he didn't need to and failed to roll the dice that he did need to, which obviously is an issue, but his positioning didn't help him out. Yeah, you think about that charge where the Sanguinary Guard came down and he had the Wings of Fire Smash Captain there that was an inch back.
What it should have been is half an inch back, and then this other Sanguinary Guard closer, because what he did is he put it so far back to protect it with the Sanguinary Guard that he then failed the charge, which is huge, absolutely huge. But I mean, what can you do? I mean, that's the game. Massive congratulations to Florian for winning that game with a tank spam, which I thought was going to be completely the other way.
I thought it was going to be loads of men wearing tank tops.
Yeah, maybe, or just tank.
With koi fish tattoos.
Yeah, exactly. But there you go. So thank you very much to everyone for watching.
Yeah.
That was game 2 of the Prague Open Wargaming ITC singles event.
2 of 5.
2 or 5. We have another one today.
Yep.
Which is going to be at 5 p.m. So in 40 minutes, 43 minutes to be precise.
Yep.
But when we say it, it might be 42 when it comes to you because of the stream delay. But otherwise, thank you very much to Jay for being an absolute lad. He's just chatting to the players now. We're going to go chat to him as well.
To all of you guys in the chat for engaging with us and discussing these things. It's all very nice.
Thank you very much to everyone who's followed. Thank you for all the subs. Oh my god, it's horrible. Go back to the table. Okay. Thank you for everyone who's supported us along the way, including Mathhammer, who has supported the stream. So make sure you check out their app. If you type !Mathhammer, I'll put it in chat now. If you put !Mathhammer on Twitch, you get a link, there we go, to both the App Store pages. Thank you very much to Matouche and Prague Open Wargaming event and the Gamemat for bringing us over to stream this event. Massive thank you to you for watching. If you want to support the stream further, you can check out our GoFundMe where we can get a fancy camera where we'll be able to zoom in on scouts hiding behind L's without players knowing, which will be very, very cool.
So without giving away the secrets of the trade, we use some fairly okay cameras, don't we?
Yes. But we want a super awesome swoosh heart eyes camera that can be controlled with an Xbox controller. So you can like zoom in, zoom out, move around.
Yeah.
It'll be overall better. So if you like the coverage that you see and want it to get better, then that'd be amazing, and do check that out.
Yeah. But obviously, just watching is enough.
Just watching is always enough, and also just hanging out with us. So we've had a great time.
Yeah, exactly.
Had a great time.
It's all about the hobby at the end of the day, isn't it? All about enjoying Warhammer. The Warhammers.
So without further ado, we'll be back in 40 minutes. So quick message from our sponsors, and we'll see you then. Thanks, guys. See you later. Okay, guys, it is the Blood Raven shooting phase versus the Thousand Suns. Dan, what would you like to shoot first?
Well, I need to kill something, so I'm really thinking. Your characters are there, and I've got some snipers, so I'm thinking I probably should kill them.
Okay.
So I might go. Ahriman's there. Ahriman's got his warlord trait, so do you know what? We'll try and start this one with the eliminators. Actually, hold on. No, we're gonna go with the grav into the rubrics.
Okay.
Because I've just literally just math hammered it, and
what are you playing at?
I'm playing with this cool app.
What
It's
app?
brilliant. So this math hammer app.
Hey guys, the new Mathhammer app that's brand new to the App Store revolutionises the way you can work out the effectiveness of different units across the game. There's a bunch of cool features that you can use to represent different units and abilities. It has multiple weapons to see the full damage output of a single unit instantly, full support for rerolls, modifiers, exploding stickers and much more. For instance, Grav that we were about to use, it knew that we needed to reroll wounds and damage rolls, as well as take into account like chapter masters nearby, etc. It has full profile analysis in one click. You can see return of investments. You can compare points values for the attack and defender to work out how effective one unit is killing another, and then gain the points value of that. You can quickly input and save attacker and defender profiles and get instant results for your saved profiles as well. I wouldn't promote something on the channel that I don't believe in. I've used this app personally, and that is hands down honest truth. I have used this myself to work out what units I want to take at the next few tournaments I'm going to in the near future. Massive shout out to Mathhammer for coming forward and supporting us, so hopefully you guys can help them in return. Like they let us basically do anything we want, so it was really cool, so thanks for that. You can find the app on the App Store, search for Mathhammer and make sure you look for the correct logo and get that cool app. So thanks to you guys, and hopefully you enjoy the video.
Okay, guys, it is the Blood Raven shooting phase versus the Thousand Suns. Dan,
Yep.